under this blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Middles FC, let's go. Have it right, Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
Yes, everyone. Big up to everyone in here. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. Hope everyone's doing good this afternoon. Earlier stream than usual. Fits my program. Hope everyone is doing good tonight. Hope everyone has liked the video that's already in here. So please like the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Very important to help the channel grow. I'm on the road to 4K. This is my 8th week, people. 8 weeks, and we're on the road to 4K. So big up to everyone that is supporting the channel. And part of this this community, the Minerals FC, and myself, Johnny. Yeah. So I hope everyone's doing good. Also, we've got the membership scheme, which is for Minerals FC members. It's pinned in the live chat, so feel free to be part of that. Big up to all my members as well that are already in here. Love to everyone. So I'm going to run through the comments very quickly, and we're going to get into it. It's going to be a good show. Obviously, not yesterday, day before, after the game, had a great stream. Some all different types of guests. It was lovely. There was minerals landed, and as always, it's a pleasure. Do you know what I mean? And it was a great opportunity for me personally to vent out and obviously put my thoughts across on my own platform, which is why I've got this platform. And there's nothing more satisfying than being able to say whatever the hell you want to say. And if anyone wants to challenge it or come on, they're always welcome, people. Everyone is welcome. Obviously, big up to Matisse as well. He had the bollocks and the minerals to come on here. Fair play to the geezer. Lewis as well, my geezer as well. There's nothing with me and Lewis. It's all good things between me and Lewis. And obviously, we have our disagreements. But that's what it's about. It's about debating football without getting personal, people. You know what I mean? And having personal digs and that. So it's all good. But let's run through the comments very quickly. Obviously, this is my membership scheme. Feel free to delve into that, people. There's almost 150 people in here. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Big up to Leo's. Leo is going nowhere this season. He's got 150 million release clause. I'll get into that, but yeah, I do agree with you, fella. Foot Outlaw, yes, Johnny. Big up Minerals FC. Back TT all the way. Let's have it right. Proper Chelsea. No, I hope you're good, fella. I'm very good, mate. I'm very good. Pies and mash out. Nini out, Rory out. Yeah, well, they're all full of shit, aren't they? They're all full of shit. Big up Mo in here. 60 million for Gordon, who scored 4 goals. His bench player, but Tuchel doesn't want to buy a midfielder who could help the attack. It's a big risk for Tuchel, which could cost him his job. Listen, I'll get into that. I'm going to get into all this, Mo. I'm going to get into all of it about the gaffer. Yeah, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Big up Chelsea boy in here. Let's have it right, as always, geezer. Been missing a lot of minerals, Johnny. Land it for me. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, always. When do I ever let you down, Eden? When? Let me know. Gordon is better than all these guys talking down the gaffer. Let's have it right. Come on. Jeremy in here. Gets our done. Mahrez in the league. Last goal for season. Outdone Mahrez in the league for goals last season. No, I don't want Zaha. I disagree. Big Ron, good afternoon, everyone. Big up to Big Ron. Always in here supporting. My geezer, he's a United fan. Great result for you guys yesterday. I had a feeling that you were going to do the Dippers, and you did. You completely dominated them. Every part of the pitch, they looked nullified. They didn't know what to do. They didn't create much. You hit them with your counter-attacking football. You played the game basic. Played the basics right. And I think that's what's Ten Hag's drilled into those players is if you stick with the basics, you've always got a chance because we do have quality, and your quality showed through. And you had some great chances. So fair play to United. Big win. Ten Hag's first win. And I think he's actually introduced himself to Manchester United fans as someone that has the potential and the quality to sort of build you up and build a dynasty. Very good manager, rate him highly, and I think it's a great move for your football club. But obviously, all the Glazers out, Clang. My mate Stratus obviously went to the game, and he's buzzing, and rightly so. But the protests happened. I've seen the footage of the protests. There's big protests going on. They put barricades around Old Trafford to stop sort of any breaking-ins and that. But it was a full house in there. So they didn't go to the plan, people. The plan was not to have fans in the ground on this game. But I'm sorry, a big game like this, you put all that aside. You have to support your players on the pitch, and whether you don't want the owners or not, it's about what happens on that pitch. What if there was no fans in Old Trafford? That would affect the players, and then you might have lost that game, and then there's more turmoil, more distress. No, I think it's the right thing. So obviously you've got to support your team regardless. On the pitch is what counts, and football is what we love and what we want to support, and that's it. All of that can be done after or at other games. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean, all the season tickets, all the tickets, they've all been sold. Glazers have made their money, so whether you turn up or not, it's no shit to them. They don't care. So fair play. Big up to Leon. Look at Ornstein's tweet. Yeah, well, listen, they're all tweeting all over the gaff, these lot. I'm still waiting for Frankie de Jong. I'm still waiting for Aubameyang, people. Let me know if anything happens now. Big up, Jack. One thing I don't get is under Starry, we played a back four with Alonso, Luis, Rudiger, Asby, and Jorginho in front. So why can't we do it now? I mean, there's a part of that, but the other part is you're missing one player where Sarri heavily relied on, and that was Eden Hazard. We don't have an Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard had his best goal scoring assists contributions ever, and that carried us. We had experience in the team. We don't have that experience right now, and unfortunately, right now there's not enough players that want to be at the football club, and there's a problem behind the scenes clearly, and also. We've lost 2 centre backs. We've only replaced with one, so you can't even play a back four, even if you wanted to, Jack. That's the problem. Minerals, Maguire, and Brick. No, I don't want no fridge, mate. I know it's all banter, but no fridge. Yeah, I've heard about this. Fafana bid rejected, 70 million or whatever. Listen, you either pay the 85 million or walk away. It looks like you're going to pay the 85 million. It's all bullshit. It's all clickbait. Listen, let's just wait until the player's signed, people, and he's not signed yet, so I'm not buying anything, and I always stick to that. Brown Envelope's playing games with us. Time to mud them all. Absolutely, Jeremy, mate. You know the deal. Move on from Fofana. I don't think it's a case of moving on from Fofana, but I do think that there is heavy negotiations going on. Leicester are playing hardball. The player wants to move. The player's been left out of the side. It's not a good situation for them either. I think that, both clubs need to just come to the agreement and move on and get the deal done. It's as simple as that. Big up Cameron in here. Big up Johnny. Lovely to see you. I really want Fofana because the gaffer wants him, but this is getting ridiculous. It is getting ridiculous. We've got less than 8 days till deadline day, till the transfer window ends, and we need to act sharpish and execute these deals and these signings that we want and get them over the line. There's no time to muck around now, people. Our designer in here, it's a rebuild season. We will get third or fourth. There's a lot of shit that needs to be sorted out in this team, and it will take another 2 windows. Big up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC, back Tuchel and Todd. Absolutely. Georgini's a Leicester fan. Let's have it right. Breaking news, Chelsea will now look at other alternatives. Harry Maguire, you're bantering, geezer. I know you're bantering. You want to keep Fofana, but I think we'll generally get Fofana. I just think it's a matter of time. And all this stuff is just there to create a nice little saga, more clickbait. Fabrizio's coming out of all this shit as usual. The usual routine from the brown envelopes. Yeah. Big up my member, Dan Morgan. Lovely to see you in here. Big up Johnny in the chat. Let's get the 3 points against Leicester. Well, we have to. We have to. Gavman in here. Smash those likes, people. Guys, there's over 200 people. Like and subscribe. Very important you like and subscribe, guys. Help the channel grow. Very important. Frankie de Jong, agent London. I haven't heard that. Let me know. Where is the source to tell me that Frankie de Jong agent in London? I'm seeing tweets from managing Barca that Bayern Munich are now in for him, Man United are still in for him, Chelsea in for him. Then I'm hearing no, Frankie Andreas Margiza, who I know, he's come out and put out that Frankie de Jong is likely to stay. No one knows, people. No one knows. Bangers and mash waffle, clickbait waffle, anything that revolves around Frankie de Jong is ultimately going to get you clicks, and it's a discussion. I'm not buying into it. But let me know in the chat, Mr. HD, if you've got your HD minerals, yeah, let me know where that source is. Let me know where you've heard that from. Fofana bid rejected, brown envelopes in the mud. They are at the minute. They are at the mid, Pedro. Retro Pedro, I'm a United fan, but Chelsea should pay less to 70 plus 10 million for Fofana. This saga is getting boring. Yeah, big up. Absolutely right. Sometimes, guys, you just have to pay the money. You just have to pay up. And we're in a situation where we have no choice. Leicester know that. The sooner it goes deadline day, Chelsea can't just walk away and go, right, take it or leave it deal, because you've got no time on your side. So Chelsea should have done that a long time ago. This whole talk of 70 million, we're not going over 70 million, should have been done 2-3 weeks ago if you wanted the player. And let Leicester just sit on it until it gets close to deadline day, that they come to Chelsea and say, actually, do you know what? We've reconsidered. We'll take the 70 million bid. But they're not playing the... Listen, for Bowley's a billionaire, Clear Lake and all these, and the Saudi media and all that behind them, you know, they're not really showing their world-class negotiation skills, are they? They're getting their pants and trousers pulled down, and they're getting slapped at the minute. So it's a little bit concerning. Nothing, big up Carefree Alf, nothing from Fabrizio on Gordon. It's all brown envelope. Well, listen, it's come out on Sky Sports, but Sky Sports have come out with a lot of shit, like the Maguire and all this stuff. So I don't really buy into Sky Sports at all. They're the agenda. They're the campaign against Chelsea. They're a massive platform. They're the platform people worldwide listen to and watch. So I take everything, not even with a pinch of salt, mate. Literally, not even a grain. Not even a grain. It's all bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Let us know your source, Mr. HD, about Frankie de Jong's agent in London. It's bullshit. Well, you got to put it. Just copy and paste the tweet in the chat. I ain't got time. Or any guys in here that know about this so-called Frankie de Jong agent in London, let me know, guys. Put it in the chat. Just call me Dave. Big up to you, my member. This is now the first of 2 Chelsea channels I follow. The other one is SW6. I've had enough of this FIFA 23 players talking shit. Absolutely. You see, a lot of the fan base think that this is FIFA. You know, they think, yeah, I'm going to go and put in a bid and I'm going to sign that player. And it doesn't work like that. There is a case, people, that sometimes in the market, the players that you want are just not available. You just can't get them over the line. So you have to make do, sacrifice that by not buying a player that isn't up to that level, going for something of a lower level, just so you can make a signing, and that might affect your levels for this season, rather than wait a year and go and get that player. You know, sometimes this is the case. You know, you telling me on FIFA you can just sign every player? You know, maybe you will, maybe you don't. Do you know what I mean? But it's not FIFA. This is not about exotic names. This is about buying the right profile players that Tuchel wants for his system. And whoever those players are, I back it. And you need to back it. Because at the end of the day, right, Tuchel's not been backed until now, until this moment. So we have to give the gaffer time. We have to give Bowley time. It's not easy. There's no director of football. It's the same old shit. I always tell people they don't want to listen. They want their agendas. They want to criticize and down tool the gaffer's choice and profile players because it's not what they think we need. But it's not about what we think. It's about what the gaffer thinks. And the sooner that you come around with that mind process, you'll be all right. Or you just want the clicks. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. Let me just run through. Fafana Skriniar. Yeah, Skriniar ain't coming anyway. Skriniar ain't coming anyway. Big up, Faded Red here. Morning, everyone. Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Yes, CFC Tom. It's Johnny up the fucking Chelsea. Let's have it right. Yeti Night in here. Cover is back. We're good in the midfield for Saturday. Yeah. Listen, this is another thing I want to say, right? Now, everyone came at the gaffer because he says, no, we don't need midfielders, right? Now, currently we have Jorginho, Kovacic, Kante, Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek, Mount potentially. We have midfielders. The problem is, right, when they're injured, the squad depth is not good enough quality. But when they're all fit, we're actually all right. The Leeds game we suffered because we didn't have Kova or Kante. If we had one of those two players, I bet you we would have gone and won the game. You know, it's just one of those things. But people want to dismiss that major fact. It's a big fact. You know, also, when you talk about the Leeds game, all right, in the front line, the only players that are trusted by Thomas Tuchel in this current moment and that want to be at a football club are Raheem Sterling's new signing, Kai Havertz, Mason Mount. Everyone else, the Pulisic, Ziyech, Cho, they're all looking to move. They all want out. They don't want to be at a football club. So why the fuck is the gaffer going to play them? He's not. Funny enough, Ziyech flew to Ajax after the game and he's there. Probably going to do his deal there. So what do you expect the gaffer to do? I did explain this. I said, if you put Mount in the 6-6, who's going to play that third spot up front? You're going to put a player that doesn't want to be there? No, you're not. Are they going to give you 100%? Are they scared of getting injured? That will jeopardise their move to another club. Well, there you go. The gaffer had no choice. The game was dead. We lost. And he put them two on. Said, go on then, show me what you got. You ain't got nothing. You played piss poor. You don't want to be at our club. So that's that. It's not on the gaffer. The gaffer's hands were tied in this game. He was forced to play Reece James at right centre-back because Dave's legs ain't good enough and enough to face Leeds. All right, the pressing, the intensity, the speed, the pace. All right, that's the first thing. He can't put Loftus-Cheek in a 6-6 because there's no other right wing-back choice. So he has to play Loftus-Cheek there. All right, so his only option was Conor Gallagher with Jorginho because Jorginho has to start. You're not going to play Ampadu. He's had no run-up. You're not going to play Gilmore. He's had no run-up. You're not going to play Loftus-Cheek for obvious reasons. He can only play right wing-back. So what other choice has the gaffer got? He's not even going to play Trev Chalobah because he hasn't had a run-up to play in this game in centre-back position. He hasn't got his extra centre-back. So my point is, the gaffer had no choice with the team selection. And you fans can cry all you fucking well want, But the bottom line is the gaffer put those players on the pitch. Majority of them want to be at the club. All right. There wasn't any players that don't want to be at the club. And unfortunately, we weren't on our game. You know, it was a bad day in the office. That's it. I know it's against Leeds. I'm gutted it's away against Leeds. We hate the dirty Leeds, but sometimes these things happen. And sometimes things like this can be a blessing in disguise. Gets a stick up his ass and actually starts going out and doing the business and getting the gaff of the players, because it's clear as day the gaff needs the players. But also, you got to understand something. We can't offload even more players without the guarantee of bringing players in. So it's a sticky situation. And behind the scenes, you haven't got a fucking Scooby of what the atmosphere is like, what the mindset is like. You all like to talk about mentality. Everyone likes to bring the mentality to the squad. Listen, it's not about mentality. All right. The mentality is there with a collective number of players in the group, but it's the mentality around those lot in the squad that ain't fucking there. It's the mentality of players that don't want to be at the football club. And you have to understand that they still are employed. They still have to serve their duty. They still have to go to training. They still have to mingle. They still have to be part of it. All right. And they don't want to be there. So it's going to have implications, people. Yeah. The gaffer's not in the best mood at the minute. You can tell. But rightly so. He's waiting for his signings. You know, he's waiting. He needs them. He needs a Fofana. He needs a centre-back urgently. Because the moment he gets another centre-back, there is an opportunity, guys. There is an opportunity. You can play a back four with the right centre-backs. As you know, all right, Christensen and Rudiger are not great in the back four. They're better in the back three. That's why I never played a back four. All right? They're too inconsistent and they're not trusted. The players he's buying now can play back four, back three. That's the difference. So we may see a back four. And another thing that winds me up with all these fucking guys on big platforms, there's all the fan base. Oh, change the formation, change the formation. What are you going to change the formation to? You're going to play a back four? It ain't going to happen, guys. You can't play a back four right now. You ain't got the place to do it. Jorginho's a back three player. Thiago Silva's a back three player. Who else you got in midfield to play a back four? You can't. They're all injured at the minute. You have to rely on the wing-back system. And you talk about creativity and this and that. Listen, when we played this system and Tuchel came in and the players were on the same page and there was harmony, we went and won the Champions League. So the system works, people. You don't tell me that the system doesn't work. It does work, all right? It's just at the moment, players currently are not match fit. Certain players don't want to be there. Certain players are injured. We haven't got enough squad depth. So all these things affect the way we play. Funny in that. It will affect how we play. So I think people don't look at the whole story, the whole context. There's a lot more to it than just saying, oh yeah, change the system. Oh yeah, play free in midfield. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. And you're doubting and down tooling at the gaffer by saying that, because you're insulting the gaffer by saying that. You're basically saying that the gaffer doesn't know that. When the gaffer's favoured formation is 4-2-2-2. So you're going to tell me that the gaffer don't know that? Let's not be stupid here. Let's not disrespect Thomas Tuchel, yeah? Let's not disrespect him. Let me just run through the chat. Jack, my member in here, you at Southampton game next week, Johnny. Few beers. Hopefully I will be, Jack. Hopefully I will be, Geezer. Big up to you. Like I say, if you see me, come and find me at the games. Not a problem. I'd have a beer with you. Big up Ryan in here. Big up Johnny. Hope you're well. I am good, mate. Frankie John agent, post a pic of him on Instagram at the bridge. Who's his agent? Who's his agent? Who's his agent? I don't believe it. I think you're trolling, fella. I think you're trolling. I haven't seen anything, so let's have it right. Big up, Jeremy. Yeah, of course, mate. Best up, my G. Get it right. Lovely to see you in here. Cursor in here. Big up from Brixton, Johnny. Big up to you, Cursor. Hope you're doing well, mate. Big up, Jose in here. Ice cold beverage. Lovely to see you. Big up, Johnny. Let's quickly run through, guys. I'm just going to get straight into it because I'm getting pissed off with a lot of shit I'm hearing, as always. Top bins, my geezer. Big up, Johnny. An early evening minerals fix. What more could you ask for? Keeping it 100 as ever, Johnny. You up the Chelsea, as always, geezer. Johnny, I like the Lacoste minerals. Big up to you, Kim So. El Padrino, big up, Johnny. Up the Minerals FC. My mob showed me some minerals last night. Fuck the Dippers. Yeah, you did. You played very well, geezer, and I did expect you to win. And listen, you played the perfect game, and let's have it right. The Dippers, without Mane, and I've said it countless times, they don't look the same team, people. They don't look the same team. And that's a big concern for Liverpool. And they've got some injuries. So listen, when you're looking at Liverpool and Klopp and the finished article team that he's got, and they've lost one of their best players, if not their best player, all right, and they're having problems. Just think about how far behind we are as a football club, and we're not in that condition at the minute, really. I think we're behind, but let's see what signings we get. So I think it's not all doom and gloom at Chelsea Football Club, yeah? I think we need to be little bit more positive, people, yeah? Because there's so much negativity flying around the timeline. So much bollocks. So many agendas against players, against the gaffer. It's just all waffle, mate. Big respect, Johnny, for the kind words on Man United. Refreshing to see United manager with some minerals. Yeah, let's have it right. He's a bit of a strange fella. He claps like that, you know. He's Dutch and he's a bit of a weird fella. But sometimes you need that little edge to bring the minerals. Do you know what I mean? Big up DJ Servin here. Big up Johnny Minerals FC. Hope you're well, bruv. I'm very well, geezer. I'm very well. I'm staying positive, mate. Big up George in here. After Johnny, see you there. 4 days, pre-match drinks in the Cock Tavern, then the big game 3 p.m. Big up to you, geezer. Yeah, I do go there. Pavan in here, Gordon is class. Why people hate him? Because they don't understand, and because he's not Gordino, from Brazil. He's Gordon from Everton. That's the problem. That's all it is. It's like Minerals Man. If he was Mountino from Brazil, everyone would be loving him up. Do you know what I mean? Big up Shab in here. We're in a rebuild, plus we need to gel the new players with current squad, and we're also selling and loaning players too. I'm backing Tuchel on Bowley. Maguire was blocked anyway from Man United. Listen, he's not coming to Chelsea. Big up to Universe. Positivity and standing behind our team and Super T is a must. Absolutely. If you can't support the team when they're in a rebuild and transition and difficult period, then what the fuck are you doing? What how can you call yourself a supporter? It defeats the object. You're just used to winning and you want immediacy because that's what you've been used to. But at this moment in time, we haven't got time. We haven't got that. We haven't got the time. We need the rebuild. Everything's against us. The whole world hates us. So it's a difficult task, but it will be done. We've got the Minerals General and Tommy Tuchel. We've got Bowley now, new ownership. We've got money behind us. We've got certain players that want to be at our football club, and you build on that. It's as simple as that. Not Frankie de Jong agents. Frankie de Jong's legal representative. He was in Mayfair where United have an office. Oh, it's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. He ain't coming. Frankie de Jong ain't coming. Johnny Fabrici doesn't want to announce Aubameyang, but in Spain, the media Relevo said Chelsea reached an agreement for 22 million plus 5 million. Why is Fabrizio still saying negotiations are still going on? Because he's the biggest brown envelope for Barcelona. Also, another thing with Aubameyang, I'm still waiting for the signing, but the thing that does not sit right with me is Barcelona need Aubameyang sold. The moment they sell Aubameyang, they can keep Frankie de Jong, they get money in the bank, and they can go and buy Bernardo Silva. Why would Chelsea Football Club do that? Don't do it. I don't even think he's the answer. I really don't. I think this is all clickbait. But let's see. It might happen. I don't trust any of them. They're all full of shit. Big up Deals in here. Big up Johnny. These fucking red envelopes talking rubbish. Red envelopes now. They got the Queen's seal on there or something. The red ones. Big up. Castruron 22, big up to you. Lovely to see you. A new subscriber I see. Big up to you. Like and subscribe, people. There's almost 300 people in here. Big up to all you guys. Leicester City fan here. You're welcome to Fofana. He's not worth 80 million. He's unprofessional, unloyal, and he's acting like a spoilt kid. He will do the same to you eventually, all for money, knob. I mean, look, there's a bit of agenda now because he's your player and he doesn't want to be at your club, and that's not nice to hear. But it's difficult when you've got a club like Chelsea in Champions League football comes calling. These players' heads get turned. They get turned by the money, by the Champions League football, by the bigger club. You know, it does happen. But, you know, whether it's your club, Brendan Rodgers or Fofana's camp that refuse to play in your league game, we don't know. We can only go by what we're told, and I don't believe the brown envelope. So, I don't know. Take it with a pinch of salt, but it's expected. It's expected. Isn't welcome at King Power acting like what? Listen, fair enough. Like, and this is the thing. Leicester are now in a position where they have to get rid of him. Why do you want an unhappy player? A player doesn't want to be at your football club. So now they're just trying to squeeze more juice out of Chelsea to get a better deal. And fair play to him. You know, that is the game. That is the game. CFC Curl in here. Big up, Johnny. Need players fast as Leeds game massively exposed weaknesses, minerals in the house. Yes, but I already explained earlier that the gaffer's hands were tied. The squad depth ain't there. There's players that don't want to be at the football club that we want to offload, that want to leave. And you don't play those players because they won't give you 100%. It's very important. And I just think it's a difficult situation. We've had a lot of difficult games, guys. We've had Goodison away, Everton, where we just about won and we didn't play well. We played fantastic at Spurs and we got robbed by the officials, otherwise would have won. And then we had injuries at the wrong time to two key players. Haven't made any more signings, and we've gone away to a tough fixture at Ellen Road. It's tough, guys, but this is the Premier League. We weren't match fit. We've travelled to America and come back. You know, there's a lot of implications, guys. It's not as simple as these players just step on and just ball out. You know, not everyone's match fit as well. You have to bear this in mind, guys. You have to bear this in mind. Ziyech and De Jong apparently have the same agent, so maybe he's in London about Ziyech and not De Jong. Yeah, potentially. Good point. Very good point. There's nothing about Frankie De Jong, mate. Frankie De Jong is not coming to Chelsea. Do you think we should have waited until we have a direct football before spending so much money? No, because I think Thomas Tuchel knows the players he needs. You can't afford to wait, otherwise you're not going to make any signings, and you get the same, if not worse, problems than as last season with the current group of players that we got. And there's too much going on behind the scenes. It's clear as day, you know. Look at Pulisic's dad, for example. Now they're propping that Pulisic might stay and all this. It's all a nuisance. It's bullshit. It's stuff that we don't want to hear at the start of the season. Players giving it big and because they're not playing. But sometimes my word of advice is you need to do your talking not on Twitter but on the pitch and deliver. And if you deliver, you'll play. It's as simple as that. But unfortunately, Pulisic hasn't delivered. Ziyech hasn't delivered. Callum Hudson-Odoi, you know, he's had injuries, but he's still not delivered. So where is your strength in your argument to justify you playing to the gaffer? There ain't none. So all you can do is false agenda on Twitter and get the fans on board. And with Pulisic, you get all the fans from USA and it blows up this whole massive fucking saga and circus. And it's just bullshit. Johnny Fabrizio doesn't want to announce Aubameyang, but in Spain, I've read that. Sorry, big up. Let's just run through. Let's run through. Big up to Carefree Kev, Johnny Minnell speaking facts. Love to hear it. Big up to all you guys. Almost 300 people in here. Like and subscribe, guys. I say it how it is. I support my team. I back my club. I'll mud anyone that's coming at the gaffer and the players, and I will fucking do that. Yeah, I will do that. And I've done it. I've got a track record already. The waves of Minerals FC is strong, mate. It's very, very strong. Yeah, I don't back down to no one. Let me just quickly run through, guys, and then I'll get into it. Big up to everyone in here. Back Tuchel, he's the man for the job. Luke is right. He is the man for the job. Go and find. Look how long it took Manchester United to find Ten Hag and get Ten Hag. You're telling me, you got real clowns in the fan base that want Pochettino, that bottle job manager who couldn't even do nothing with PSG, with the fucking squad that they've got, is ridiculous. So, all these opinions are great. It's a game of opinions. But a lot of these opinions are bangers and mash waffle with no gravy. And sadly, if you don't like my opinion, then you can fuck off. And that goes for me on social media and everything. Because I back my gaffer. And I will always back my gaffer. Simple fact is we are undercooked. The gaffer wants to coach, but this whole summer helping Todd identify players as we're under new management just needs to... This is a problem as well people don't consider, is that the gaffer has to take on more responsibility, more roles within the club behind the scenes. And he hasn't got time for that. But unfortunately, he's got to do it. And respect to gaffer. And let's remind everyone, let's remind all these numpties, all these idiots in the fan base, all right, that want to come and give a criticism to the gaffer, all right, that the gaffer has been through so much. He's doing so much, and there's no time. And he needs the respect. He deserves respect. He deserves backing. He doesn't deserve to be questioned, because you question the gaffer just shows your ignorance and misunderstanding of the situation and the job on hand for not only the gaffer, but everyone behind the scenes. This gaffer's played the role of a politician, marketing. He handles a squad, coach, scout, transporter to games, personal life, player agenda, kicking up a stink, all these things, sanctions going on, injuries, COVID. And these fucking arseholes have got the audacity to come and say, I'm going to criticise the gaffer because we lost 3-0 at Leeds. Fuck off. Literally, respectfully, fuck off. Yeah? Because you're waiting for Tuchel's downfall. It's clear as day you're waiting for Tuchel's downfall. And it's disgraceful. Because you seem to all forget everything that he's gone through. The fact that he's inherited a team. The fact that he's won the 3 major honours. The fact that he's got us to 6 major finals. And you want to discredit that or disregard it. Oh, we're in the now. We're 3 games into the fucking season. 3 games in season. He's in a worse state. The squad's in a worse state than what it was when he took over. He's got problematic players. And all this talk about misprofiling, all this fuck off. What are you talking about misprofiling? The gaffer plays who he thinks is ready at his disposal in that moment in time to deliver. That's it. And if they don't deliver, they don't deliver. It's not the gaffer's fault. Is it the gaffer's fault? You talk about him, the way he coaches the attack. It's just an absolute agenda. It's bullshit. You think he had to coach Neymar and Mbappe? Do you think he had to coach them in the attack? He gives you that free will, that free opportunity to express yourself, bring your instinct, bring your class, your minerals in those final third positions. He's not on the pitch. So why are you coming at the gaffer? A gaffer can coach and manage players to an extent. Maybe certain players just ain't good enough. Yeah? And those players ain't playing. All right? There's deficiencies in the team at the minute. We all have to understand that. But people don't want to understand that. They want to... What I've noticed with the fan bases and the large platforms that they say we're allowed to criticise the gaffer, but that criticism is masked. It's masked by agenda, deep line agenda. All right? And when you have a platform like that, it plants a seed and a narrative. And all the little minions of all your fellows, all your little minions, they cling on to that. They bloodsuck on it. And it creates an atmosphere, a negative way of thinking. And what that does is it becomes part of the campaign against Chelsea. And I will not fucking stand for it. And when I hear people talk like that, I will call you out and I'll come for you. Because it's unacceptable. Our duty as supporters and fans, yeah, you can have an opinion, but your opinion ain't factual. You think it's factual. Your opinion and your criticism is down to your opinion. Your opinion is what you think. And what you think is what your heart tells you. And what you actually truly believe. So when you put out these fucking wishy-washy, stinky agendas out, criticising the gaffer, that is what you actually think. So you are part of an agenda against Thomas Tuchel. And that's why I call people out. Because you can all think you know better than the gaffer, but you do not. You do not work with the players in now. You do not know the mind state of the players. You do not know the current condition of these players. You do not know tactics like Thomas Tuchel. Where was all this nonsense when Thomas Tuchel was fucking balling us out and we were winning Champions Leagues and we were playing fantastic football? Where is all this talk with all the shit he had last year? And Lukaku signing, it's not his signing. He's not made one fucking signing. He cannot play the system that he plays, which is 4-2-2-2 or 4-3-3-3. He can't play that. He has to play this system we currently play because the group of players in the actual squad are best suited to it, the majority of them. So he wants to get the best out of the best quality players that he has. And that's why the gaffer's elite. And unfortunately, these cracks are appearing. And they're appearing at a time which is very unfortunate, a time where we start the season. A time where we're not match sharp, match fit. There's no form in our team. There's no form. The gaffer is needing to build. And people are saying he might not get the chance at Chelsea to build. Of course he's going to get the chance. For the first time, we're going to have a gaffer that's going to have the chance to build. All right? Klopp's built. Pep's built. You give the manager time, he will build and you'll reap the rewards. But fuck me, let the gaffer have a chance. Let him fucking... We haven't even finished the transfer window. Let him have a chance. Why you got to quickly dive in and come at the gaffer because we lost 3-0 to Leeds? It happens. It's the Premier League. Yeah? I hate Leeds, but it happens. You know? So let's have some fucking respect for the gaffer and back him. And stop being part of the campaign against Chelsea. And work against the campaign against Chelsea. Yeah? That's what we are as Chelsea fans. If us Chelsea fans can't even do that, then what is the point? You might as well go and join all the fucking rivals and all the media platforms. Buying all their shit. Big up Seppers in here. But I'm not buying it. For all we know, he could be like, he's not even going United. He's not even going United. Big up Alos in here. Big up Johnny, Land and Minerals. Big up to you, Geezer. Listen, isn't it funny? Yesterday, Manchester United, did they play with a recognised number 9? Did they play with Cristiano Ronaldo? No. Did they play with Cavani? No. No. They didn't play with a recognised striker. Did they create chances? Yes. Did they score the goals? Yes. Were they compact? Yes. Is their squad better than ours? No. So, people crying out for a fucking striker, all right? I think you need to understand the way we play. Look at PSG. Do they play with a recognised fucking striker? They've got Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. Granted, all minerals there. But do they play with a recognised striker? No. It's not the answer. It's not the answer. Ronaldo ain't the answer. Do you think Ronaldo could press like they did and work hard? No. Against Liverpool? No. Big up Gallo in here. Big up Johnny, Land and Minerals. Always, mate. Always. Let's quickly run through, guys. There's almost, 300 people in here. Like and subscribe, guys. Let me know in the comments what likes I'm on. Zach says in here, Anthony Gordon's agent was in London last week to meet with Chelsea. Everton are trying to get replacement plans in place before sanctioning the sale via pies and mash. Well, I expect him to sign, and I think he's a great signing. Top been spot on as ever, Johnny. We have more points than the Dippers, and Chelsea are the ones underperforming. Apparently, it's all about perspective. Fans need to stop being reactionary. Back the team, for fuck's sake. Absolutely back the team, 100%. It's Johnny. Hope you're well, fella. Land and Minerals, my guy, British Patriot in here, my member. Lovely to see you in here. Lovely seeing you here, Julius. Big up to you. Thank you for your Super Minerals donation. Minerals Brigade marching in. Love you, Johnny. Love you too, geezer. Frosted Miffin here. Facts, Johnny. Big up to you. Let me quickly run through. Tommy, the CFC fan. Facts, Johnny. Big up to you. I'm a little bit behind on the chat. Excuse me. I'm on my own, people. Let's have it right. I stand alone, but I stand with you guys as part of the platform. Yeah, you guys in here, I'm sure have a similar thought process to me, and that's why you're in here. And then you might have the odd haters and fucking rivals, or what they deem themselves as a rival and that in the game. Not really. I'm just doing me and doing my thing and saying what I think, and I stand by it. I'm not here for the clickbait shit. British Patriot, thank you for Super Minerals donation. No better than TT, back the manager. Some of our fan base is a disgrace, a joke. Minerals FC, breath of fresh air compared to these clown platforms. Now, did you see me come out after the game and come at the gaffer? No. I've looked at George Benson, Rory Jennings, quite a lot of platforms, yeah, a lot of tweets, and everyone's having a dig at the gaffer. Straight away. No, just pure relentlessness towards the gaffer in having their first dig. That's what they want to do. What we need is clinical form. There is no doubt Mason Mount, Sterling, Kai Havertz on form are world class. We just haven't hit that form yet. It's an imbalance right now. And the gaffer's trying to manage that with the games coming thick and fast. We have to respect that. Johnny Vitamins. Fair play to you. Fair play. Just clocked the name. Big up, Johnny. CFCA's loving the content. 60 million for Gordon is fraud. No, he's not a fraud. He's not a fraud. Big up to you, but he's not a fraud. All right. Listen, let's land it on Gordon, right? Okay. Let's remind everyone that Thomas Tuchel has worked with and managed players like Neymar, Mbappe, Dembele, Aubameyang. He's worked with quality, yeah? Serious minerals. And the gaffer wants Gordon. And yet everyone, because he's not some foreign fucking Brazilian or Spanish player, a young 21-year-old player, and he's from Everton, it's all like, what's he looking at Gordon for? Listen, the gaffer knows. The gaffer looks and sees the quality, and he wants certain players. Gordon is a relentless, hungry young player. He's got technical ability. He's got pace. He's got aggression. He's got directness. He's got the room for potential and growth. He's great in a system. He could probably play a wing-back role and fill in. He's defensively. He's built for the Premier League. What fucking more positives can I give you on Gordon? He's playing in a dead Everton team. That's why his stats ain't great. But also, if you take him out of that team, Everton might be worse off. He's one of those players. And the gaffer likes him. So we need to back it, guys. It's as simple as that. Just back it. You know, just back it, man. Back the gaffer. Don't question it. 60 million, who cares? It's not your money. Are we in a position to try and get lower fees? We've got deadline day coming in less than fucking 8 days or whatever, 9 days. We ain't got time. That all should have been done before. Big up Jonason, PS4. Big up the Minerals. Big up Super Tommy Tuchel. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to all you guys. There's new subscribers in here. Big up to you. Anyone new in here, like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. I'm on the road to 4K, people. It's massive. This is massive. Yeah, but I'm going to bring it up. I've got it, and I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring up that. Yeah, I'll bring that up. I've never watched him, so it's the first time I watched him. Funny enough, the first time I watched him, he wants to have a fucking rant against Tuchel, which is hilarious. No one knows about Hendrik Geezer. No one knows. Exactly. But do you know what it is? He can play in the system. He'll do what the gaffer wants. He's a player that, for me, as more than a Cho at the minute, definitely more than a Ziyech. Talent-wise, I don't know, is he as talented as Pulisic? But talent alone's not enough. I think he's got the work rate and the mentality and the hunger, and he wants to come. So I think that adds weight to why he's better than Pulisic right now. And the gaffer wants him. So for me, I'm all down for it. I back it. The gaffer wants him. That's good enough for me, people. I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. No, he wasn't outclassed by Jesse. Look, credit to Leeds. They played the perfect game. That's why they won, because we weren't at our best. We weren't even at like 80, 70%. And unfortunately, if you're not at 70, 80, 90%, all right, you're just going to get spattered, and we did. And even if you're at 90%, you still could lose. You have to be 100% every game in the Premier League. That's the beauty of the league. That's why it's the best league in the world, because even teams that are fighting relegation can beat you if you're not up to it, if you don't show them respect. And that's the way it is, guys. OFC, big up to you. Big up, Johnny. Big up the chat and up the minerals. I don't rate George Benson. He's a fraud, clickbait fraud. Listen, these guys have got huge platforms, 100K plus subscribers. They can instill a mindset and a narrative, and it seems to me it's too negative, and I need to call it out. I'm here to be positive, because I'm here to back my team and back my club, and I hate all those that are against and build and work with the campaign against Chelsea. They do it subconsciously. Some of them do it consciously. Some do it for clickbait. The media are at it 24/7. So this is why my channel is different. This is why I'm different. And if I don't grow as big as them because I'm positive, I couldn't give two fucks, because it's about being positive. Fair enough, Johnny, but I don't see nothing special about him. He's very energetic, but no quality. I think you got to give him a chance. And listen, guys, when we do sign him, you have to back him, guys. You have to support the kid. He's 21 years old. You know, he's not like 25, 26. He's a young kid, and he needs the support. I watched a training session today, and Chuck Winnels looked very good. Very good first touch, good sharpness. I tried to analyse the mood of the camp, but they all know that they're being filmed. So take it with a pinch of salt, you know. Well, no, he doesn't, does he? He hasn't got the minerals. He's having a dig at the gaffer, and I don't like that. Keep. If you want to talk, if the player wants to as an issue, then go and talk to Thomas Tuchel. Don't do it on Twitter. It's disrespectful. Yeah, it's all the shit Lukaku would do. He's probably learnt off Lukaku. All other Chelsea platforms are toxic. I'm surprised they all call themselves fans of our club. Exactly. What fans? Fucking fans. Do you know what? I'm starting to think, right? I'm starting to think that it might not just be. Look, I personally think that the CDM, the DM is Declan Rice. All right, and we can't get Declan Rice. He's 150 million. Chelsea should not pay 150 million. That's ridiculous. All right. So I think he's the best in the market. I think he's best suited for Chelsea. Everyone knows what I think about him. I think he's a Rolls-Royce player. He's young. He's perfect fit. He'll be at Chelsea for longevity. Sometimes you have to pay the money and bite your bottom lip and just get on with it. And hopefully. The thing with Rice is what it does is it unlocks other formations. All right. It's not people. I've seen nonsense people talking about, oh, we get Rice and it's creative. It's not about being creative. All right. What it does is it opens up portals and a platform for your creative players to be creative as much as they want and not have to worry so much on the defensive side of the game, because you've got that protection like we had with Mikel and Matic. That's what Rice gives you. But on top of what Rice gives you, Rice can slot into that centre-back position. If you play the back four within the game, you can go back three with Rice in there. And we haven't got any players that offer us right now. So that is a key thing. But does that stop us from going back four? I think the back four, my thought process is, if you don't get a Rice, and I think you buy Fofana, I think the Fofana Koulibaly could be a centre-back partnership. I think you play an Asby as a right-back. You can play Cucurella as a left-back or a Chilwell in their natural positions. And you can play the three-man midfield and drop Mount in behind the front three. And I think maybe Fofana is that key signing to help us at least adapt to and from. But I don't think Jorginho plays in that back four system. I think you played a Kovacic Kante with Mason Mount. That's what I think. But I don't know. It's very difficult to assess that. Are we going to look at a CDM of a from a different league, a lower profile name, but the right position? Is Chuck Winnall's going to be bed in there? I think the gaffer's got a thought process, but right now he needs to build his defence. He hasn't got the ability to build his defence at the minute because we're not bringing the players. We've only brought in one. We've brought in Cucurella, top side. So on the left, if you look at the left-hand side, you've got Cucurella, Chilwell is fantastic. World-class minerals there. Reece James is the only one on the right. Asby's going to be a temporary fix for this season. And I expect him to go probably next season. So then you're adjusting. You need someone on that right side. I'm hearing touts of Hakimi. Now, if I was Chelsea, and this is my opinion, I think you go and test the waters with PSG and you go and buy Hakimi. And I think if you get Hakimi, you've got Hakimi, Reece James on the right, you've got Chilwell and Cucurella on the left, you've got Fofana, Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, fantastic minerals in there. And I think you've got enough stability at the back and enough attacking prowess with the wing backs to not be dependent on moving to a back four, but keeping the 6-6 position and keep the midfielders. And then you let go of the front line and bring in new attackers, whoever those attackers are. That's, I think, the process, because you can't get Declan Rice. I don't know any other players that are out there better than Rice. There ain't. So that's my view on it, Geezer, if that answers your question. Stop the dead sideways football. That's down to Georgie in it as well. And also in that 6-6 when you had Gallagher, he goes forward too much. See, right, this is another thing I want to squash, right? People come out and say, all right, the gaffer said he sees Gallagher like a Kante backup, all right? Let me fucking squash these and land these minerals here, yeah? All right? Gallagher's not a 6. And funny enough, Kante's not a 6. He plays in the 6-6, but he's not a 6. What Kante is, he's that player that has the ability to go forward, high ball, push forward, get the ball back, recover the ball, and then distribute it or carry it. Gallagher has the potential to do that, but he's nowhere near Kante level. The gaffer knows that. He's 22 years old, and he's a Cobham graduate. But right now, it's a temporary fix for me. I don't think Gallagher's quite there to be that Chelsea level consistently in this system. I think if you go into the 3-man midfield, potentially he gets more of a free roaming role where he can add his attributes of high ball, like pressing, recovery, his energy around the pitch, and also get a goal from running into the box. But he can't do that in the 6-6. And he's not got the ability like Kante. But I think he just sees him as a little backup there for Kante. Don't read too much into it. But also, there's a part of it that Tuchel needs to protect his current players. He needs to back his players. He needs to show them fucking respect. He's part of the squad, and he needs to instill some sort of confidence in these players. You got to understand that, people. You got to understand that. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, listen, if there's a chance to get him, then why not? British Patriot says, I don't think we get everyone this window, but by this time next year, TT should have his full squad. Fans need to be patient and create an atmosphere that we're in the long run with TT. Absolutely right, fella. You know, we need to acknowledge that. You know, we really do need to acknowledge that. It needs to be. We need to have time, guys. All right, time is not of the essence at the minute. Yeah, it's a difficult period at the minute. You know, but let me land this one right, because Tuchel's never had his players to play system. All right, and his favourite system, where he was successful at PSG, was 4-2-2-2. The current one is just to get the best out of the inherited squad. All right. That inherited squad is deteriorating at the minute because we've got players that are leaving. And only now is he building a team and making the signings that he wants. Yet all these fucking rats and all these platforms don't want to talk about this. All right, they just want to shoehorn that the gaffer needs to change the system. Why does he do this? Why does he do that? Blah blah blah. Doubt him, criticize him, and say, "Oh, we're allowed to criticize the gaffer," and he's at the start of a fucking rebuild. All right, we haven't got a director of football. We've got no time. We're in the season. They're all mugs, guys. They're all mugs. They're all mugs. Every single one of them. They're all mugs. So I just think, like, you know, if you've got a big platform, then my thing is like you just got to back the gaffer. All right, that's the number one thing. All right, and stop fucking moaning and criticizing. All right, you got to back the gaffer, the players, knowing there are deficiencies, knowing there's the rebuild needed with no fucking time. There's a campaign against Chelsea. And all these certain platforms, all these certain parts of the fan base are participating in that campaign. They're in the circles with the brown envelopes. They want the brown envelope clicks. They're supporting the brown envelopes. You need to all put your fucking agendas aside and do what a supporter does, and that is support Chelsea Football Club and support Thomas Tuchel. All right? Support all your players, whether you like them or fucking don't like them. Not down tall and dig at the gaffer and mask it with this whole criticism bullshit. You know what? And every single one of you, if you do that, I'll come and fucking mud you. And so there's so many so-called Chelsea fans on their big fucking platforms, love to dig it out of the gaffer. And they always mask it with criticism. All right? But you're all frauds, mate. Grow some bollocks and tell me, land your minerals, and say it with chest that you have got some doubts on the gaffer, that you do doubt the gaffer, that you have got a fucking underlying agenda against the gaffer. Don't give it all this. Listen, where was all this talk, guys, when we beat Spurs? Where was all this talk when we beat Spurs? Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. It was all, yeah, we love Tuchel, we back Tuchel. Because you lose 3-0, look at your reactions. Look how you are. You're part of Reaction FC. You're part of, let's put more fucking pressure on Thomas Tuchel and the team when they know they're not playing that well. They know they're not playing well. And so many fucking people in the fan base coming at your own players. Fucking slandering. Saying they're all shit. Thinking that bring in fucking Ronaldos and Aubameyangs and all these fucking players. And all of a sudden we're going to be fantastic and we're going to ball out. No. You are questioning the gaffer. You've got to back the gaffer. The gaffer knows better than you and me about football, mate. He's been in the game a lot longer. Deep in the game. You know what I mean? They're all the same shit, man. All of them. They all talk the same shit. You say that was more Spurs being good. No, I think we made them play like that. We forced Conte to play in a back four, and he doesn't play a back four. So, no, I disagree. We made them look like that. And that was credit to Tuchel and the way the team set up. You know? That's what it is. You know, you've got to respect that. This gaffer's elite, mate. I don't know why anyone's doubting or questioning the gaffer. What the fuck is wrong with you? Has he not proved enough? How are you doubting him? How are you even having the audacity to criticise him because of a loss? I said about Billy Gilmour, play Billy Gilmour, but when I think about it, I'm not coming at the gaffer. I'm not digging at him. I understand why Gilmour didn't play. And when I deep it, Gilmour had surgery before. He had that bad injury when he came back and he went to Norwich. Shit loan. Not in the right condition. He's not match fit. So you can't play. That's just me wanting him to play because I think from what I've gone by and I think he's a baller. But the gaffer knows that it's all about condition as well and mind state and match fitness and tactics. You know, let him get his fucking players, bruv. Let him land the minerals and buy his players and then fucking judge him. All right? This gaffer hasn't bought one player. The only players he's bought is Sterling, Koulibaly, Cucurella and some young players. All right? And they're fucking bedding in at the minute. They haven't even had a chance to bed in, for fuck's sake. You know? Look at Manchester City dropping points. Liverpool dropping points. Man United lost 2-1-1. Arsenal are in a good state at the minute. But listen, their squad's not built for it. Let them get a few injuries, a few suspensions, and they'll fucking wither away. Because they're a tin pot. Spurs, Conte, fuck them. They ain't that good. Chelsea have got a great opportunity. We just need to get through a period at the minute where we just bide our time, get players in, and then fucking get rid of all the shit that doesn't want to be at our football club. Let's just get rid of them. Let's get rid of them. Exactly. The proper Chelsea back TT. They understand the task at hand. They understand it. But unfortunately, it's these wankers on these platforms. They fucking irritate and grate on me, guys. You know, they've got the opportunity to back the gaffer and show respect and put positivity into the fan base. And they don't. All they do is put their fucking agendas and their shit opinions and their fucking negativity. And they just end up adding more on the plate of the campaign against Chelsea. So it builds this fucking monumental Mount Everest so that it just absolutely penetrates into our football club in the core root of our football club. Fuck off. He won the Champions League. Got us into 2 finals, 3 finals, 4, 5, 6 finals, and we won three trophies. 6 finals, 3 trophies. And we lost on penalties on 2 of them, for fuck's sake. Liverpool couldn't even score against us. So we have to understand that. We have to respect that. We have to back the gaffer. We have to back the gaffer. Our fans always turn on the gaffer and never the players. He inherited a squad built by Lampard, Conte, Sarri with many deadwoods, and the players that don't want to be here. Patience and support is needed. Exactly right. It's what I've been saying, and I keep saying it. All right. He's trying to clear out players that are not good enough for our club. We can't even offload fucking Alonso at the minute. All right. Credit with getting rid of Emerson, or he's going to West Ham. Great. Offloaded. All right. We've got Barclays, Batshuayi's, Werner we got rid of. Lukaku we got rid of. Ziyech is going to go. I think Pulisic will go. I think Cho will go. Yeah, so we're going to open up portals there to get positions, to get players in. It takes time, and it's a big job at hand, mate. A big job at hand. You know? Big up Sammy in here. Up the Chelsea geezer. I hope you're doing good. Andrew says, you're wrong. It's not that people don't back Tuchel. It's they're fed up with him playing players out of position and the fact he has a history of improving defence, not attack. Where is this history he only improves defence, not attack? How many goals and assists did Neymar and Mbappe get when he was at PSG? How many goals and assists did Aubameyang get under Thomas Tuchel? All right? So that's false narrative and that's bullshit. And that's just trying to add to the agenda. His history of defence is fantastic. He's got great defence tactics, but he's also offensively unbelievable if he's got the right players. All right. Now, they're fed up with him playing players out of position, but this is the problem, right? If the players ain't good enough in the positions he wants them in and they can't play it, what do you expect the gaffer to do? He's inherited these players. So these players either need to adapt sharpish and land their minerals and show their minerals that they've got it, or fuck off. Because they're not good enough. And they're not his players. He's had to play Mason Mount out of position, and Mason Mount has outperformed every single attacker for the last 2.5 years, being played out of position. Got the highest goals and assists. And all these wankers in the timeline, all these wankers supporters, all these dickheads on the platforms, yeah? I don't hear them talking anything good about Mason Mount. All I hear them talk about is negativity and feeding into it. All right? He's not the problem. They give negativity to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is having problems with the deficiencies in the squad. He's been played a little bit not in his natural position. People go, what is his position? Well, he's obviously a fucking 10/false 9. That's his position. He's a roaming player. But you can't answer that because you're thick as shit. And at the moment, this system Doesn't give him that free will as such, but he gets a bit of roaming in that false nine. He just needs a bit more confidence and consistency. No problem. Talent is all there. Sterling is adapting, but Sterling has got his question marks, you know, for an experienced player. He wasn't fucking great at Leeds, but everyone goes, oh, he's our best player. He wasn't. His ratings were poor. Kai Havertz's ratings were better than Sterling's. Mason Mount's was fucking the best ratings in the whole team. But yet they want to come at them. So it's personal agendas to make themselves feel better. And you cannot change the formation yet. You can't do it. The players ain't good enough, geezer. So all these people coming out saying that Tuchel is playing them out of position, it's missed profile. Go and name me the players where to play them, all right, in this system. Because the system, if you change the system, there are players in that will play that system, and there's about fucking 70% of the squad that cannot play that system. So you're down straight away. And the gaffer's not doing that. So you're doubting the gaffer. You're showing disrespect to the gaffer by thinking, yeah, it's a little tweak on FIFA, push the button and we change the formation and I'm going to control the buttons. Fuck off. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. So stop the bullshit. Big up everyone in here. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Ab says, TT inherited the team and won many trophies and dominated in a short period of time. Imagine what we can achieve with his players. Back TT, my gaffer. Exactly right. But these fucking tosspots don't want to give time to the gaffer. Don't want to give it. Apparently reaching 6 cup finals and winning the seal is not enough. It's a fluke. Not that he's a world-class manager. People are so ungrateful, not loyal. No, they're not loyal. They just want to add their 10 pence. They want to add their 10 pence. Yeah? Bear with me, people. There's no news either, is there? No news. And they tell me, they all go, Mason Mount's not creative, right? That's what they all say. Mason Mount is not creative. It's fucking hilarious. He's our most creative player. The stats tell you that. The performances tell you that, all right? But when you got bums like him, like Timo Werner and fucking Ziyech and Pulisic, who can't finish, Kai Havertz hasn't finished, all right? And you're going to blame Mason Mount for creating the chances and putting the ball on a plate. What about Lukaku last year? How many times did Mason Mount put the ball on his fucking feet on a plate and the guy ballooned it? How many assists has he been robbed off? Stats tell you. He's got better stats than Phil Foden. You telling me Phil Foden's not a creator now? Is that what you're going to tell me? He's got better stats than fucking Grealish. Is he not a creator? He had better chance creation than fucking Kevin De Bruyne. You tell me he's not a creator? He's not the problem. He's not the problem. Yeah? The problem is the finishing. But the imbalance in the squad. And the balance is not right. And we're having to make sacrifices in team selections. And you say Reece James is a right centre-back instead of a right wing-back because the gaffer's got no other fucking option at the minute. So you've got to take all these things into consideration. Mason Mount is Chelsea's best player. He's been best player for the last 3 years, hence why he's won back-to-back player of the season. In fact, he should have won it the year Kovacic won it as well, making his breakthrough season. Mason Mount has got the best stats out of every attacker, better than every wing-back. But yet they want to come at Mason Mount. This is why I say people have got an agenda against Mason Mount, and they're not true fans. They're fake plastic fans. They're not proper fans. He's got a connection with the fans. He's got a connection with the club. He loves the club. He's proper Chelsea. But you want to say he's not a creator. Name me another fucking player that's creator. Go on. Name me all of our creators in our squad. Mason Mount's the only creator. Wing-backs are part of the creation because of the system. But you take Mason Mount out of that system, you ain't creating. Your wing-backs ain't creating, mate. It's Mason Mount's off the ball work that creates the chances as well. It's not just what you do with the ball, it's what you do without the ball. But you're so fucking incapable. Your mental capacity ain't there. Your ball IQ ain't there to understand and recognise that. So that's it. And these are big platform people. These are big players in the game with big platforms that don't want to talk about this. They don't understand it because they think they're so big bollock that they know football. They don't. You don't know it. You don't know it. Mason Mount isn't the problem. You need to, you know what the problem is? Your fucking agenda against Mason Mount. That's the problem in the fan base. Yeah? Drop your agendas, people. It's very simple. But do you know why you won't drop your agenda? It's because you've been mudded so royally fucked, so wrong, that you made your judgment on Minerals Mount and he's proved you wrong every single season. And you still want to come at him. And when the whole team played badly, all right, Mason Mount was the best out of the bad bunch. Yeah? And his stats tell you that. But you still want to blame Mason Mount and you want to blame the gaffer. It's hilarious. It's just pure agenda driven. It's pathetic. Because they don't know ball. They hate that term, you don't know ball, but you don't know ball. You don't understand it. You don't understand it. And there's people on the platform who so-called rate Mason Mount and back Mason Mount. Where do I hear this talk? Where do I hear this talk? And these minerals? I don't. It's all fake to please the proper Chelsea fans, is it? Is that what it is? Plastics. He's not the problem, but if we're relying on him as our main source of creativity, then we're not winning the league, bro. Well, who said we're winning the league? But I think if we get consistency and get a bit of form and we get certain players in, we could have a chance, because I don't think City and Liverpool are going to be at that level this year. And you've got the World Cup, so I think there's every opportunity this year. But that's a long way from Starbucks at the minute, you know. We're not sitting there pretty drinking our fucking lattes and cappuccinos with lovely chocolate and hearts on top, you know. There's a long way to go yet. But these are my issues, guys. I'm not happy with it. I'm just not happy with it. I don't like this false agenda or that's been put out. You know, it's been put out. The funny thing is, right? You show them the stats. Oh, the stats lie. Use the eye test. You show them the fucking compilations of the eye test. Oh, no, he ain't got the stats. Look at this piss poor. They pigeonhole certain passes in certain parts of the game, but they don't tell you the whole story. It's a little bit like Simon Johnson pigeonholing 13 games and coming at the gaffer for the 18 points or whatever in 13 games or whatever. Yeah, you pigeonhole, but you don't look at the whole timeline, the whole process, the whole development. All right, because it suits your narrative and your point, because you don't want to be wrong, but you are wrong. You're wrong. But you just want to have a dig. And then when you bring up graphs, oh no, you got to, these graphs are bullshit. They're all like, why? Because you're in the mud. You're wrong. They don't want to be wrong. When people are wrong and they're proved wrong, what happens? They go limp. They go limp. They don't feel clever. They look stupid. Do you know what I mean? They look fucking stupid. So it is what it is, mate. It is what it is. Right. So, guys, like and subscribe. Very important, guys. Like and subscribe. And let me know what I'm on. Let me know what I'm on, guys. I need 200 likes, guys. Minimum 200 likes. 200 likes. Get me to the 200 likes. Right, so who should we go for now? I'll let you vote in the chat. Who do you want first? Rory Jennings or George Benson? Who do you want? Let me know in the comments. And I'll bring on their pathetic nonsense. Very quickly, though. I don't want to delve into it too much. I don't want to delve into it too much. All right. Yeah, all right. Let's go for Rory then. Let's go for Rory, people. All right. It's mud people, mate. All right, let's look at this numpty. Yeah. All right, let's go, people.
Firstly, I'd like to apologise for the delay in getting this video out. The truth is, I just couldn't face it yesterday. I was so gutted, heartbroken with the result, with the performance. Chelsea playing at Ellen Road and putting in such a lack of heart, such a lack of spirit, such a lack of fight, such a lack of tenacity. It's totally unacceptable. I can't understand how we live in a world where Leeds United are running collectively 10k more than Chelsea. We should be fighting tooth and nail for 3 points at Ellen Road. Chelsea have never won consecutive league games at Ellen Road.
Well, there you go. We haven't won consecutively, and there might be a reason for that, geezer. Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, you've got to respect that Leeds were at the races and we weren't.
We battered them at the end of last season. We had the perfect opportunity to put that record to rest, and we churn out a performance like that. It was heartbreaking. Full credit to Leeds. They were brilliant. And painfully, full credit to Jesse Marsh. He obliterated Thomas Tuchel. He got it right.
Listen to this guy. And he had to get it in. He had to throw in that he obliterated Thomas Tuchel. It's not that his team played better than us, but he had to have his first dig on the gaffer. So that's strike one. That's strike one.
Marsh should hold his head very high today.
Typically.
But this is so unacceptable. Chelsea and Leeds have such a strong rivalry. There will be a huge swathe of Chelsea fans that will tell you that Leeds United are Chelsea's biggest rivals in the league. Leeds United fans will sing about Chelsea every game, about washing your mouth out, son, and that. It's a rivalry that we should embrace. Football is about tribalism, about aggression, about rivalry. And as much as I dislike Leeds, I think the Premier League is a richer place for having them in it. You want them in the Premier League. Yeah, you can revel when it goes wrong for them in the Premier League, but you want them in the Premier League.
Can we stop dick riding Leeds for a minute?
You know, you're not going away to Bournemouth. You're not going away
for
to
an arch rival.
You're going away to Ellen Road. This is a privilege. And to play for Chelsea in this fixture, a fixture that dates way back. Think about what happened in 1970.
Yeah, we don't need a history lesson,
all of the that we worship. Peter Osgood's statue at Stamford. For a Premier League game, this is as big as it gets. I know that isn't trendy. I know there will be a lot of people watching this that will disagree with it, but I promise you, this fixture is about as big as it gets.
No shit, fella.
Jesse Marsh has just completely battered Thomas Tuchel.
Here we go. Another one. So that's strike two. He's obliterated him, and now he's battered Thomas Tuchel. That's two digs there.
And utterly battered him. So many mistakes made by Tuchel. And
here we go. That's the third one. So many mistakes by Tuchel. Let's hear you. Let's explain to me, Rory, the mistakes.
I'm going to focus on Tuchel because that's where my heart lies. But I don't want anyone to think that I'm taking anything away from Leeds. Or
his heart lies with Thomas Tuchel, apparently.
Anything away
of course it does.
From what Jesse Marsh and his team did yesterday. I'm not. I'm just going to look at it primarily, at least.
More dick riding on Leeds.
And the mistakes that were made. I mean, do you know what? It's got to the stage now where we're 3 games into the season. We're desperate for reinforcements. We've had a full summer, and I'm already now thinking, do you know what? Wesley Fofana is going to take all sorts of world records to be broken to get him to Stamford Bridge. That now looks like a bargain to me. Already signing Fofana looks like a bargain. Whatever it costs. Doesn't matter what it costs. Get him in a Chelsea shirt because it is essential. We've got such a weird team.
Right, so there you're getting muddied. You're mudding yourself, which proves that the gaffer hasn't got that centre-back, all right? He hasn't got the team at the minute. So he can't play the way he wants to play. There is a rebuild needed. I haven't heard rebuild come out your fucking mouth once.
We've amassed a group of players who are so average and so lacking in any sort of spirit. It's painful to watch. Tuchel, I think, is getting things wrong. Drastically getting things wrong. Here we go. Why can't we defend set pieces?
Listen, at the end of the day, yeah, you can say, why don't we defend set pieces? But you have to take into consideration something here. Yeah? We make mistakes. Teams make mistakes. No team puts perfect performances. It's impossible to think that. Yeah. So You're going to come at what? The gaffer for his defensive coaching now? Why are we not? That's what he's saying in a nutshell. He's coming at the gaffer. This is all the geezer does. He's come at the gaffer. I've noticed. And it fucks me off. But it is a mistake, and that's it. You move on. But does he want to talk about from that set piece that the referee gave a free kick for a fucking Leeds dive? No, he didn't bring that up, did he?
Anyone have?
Hey,
Do you know what I mean?
it's Adam
Did
from
he bring that up?
We have an
people?
exciting new feature to
No,
announce
He didn't
called
bring that
Green
up.
Room, which is now available.
Have any ideas why can't we defend set pieces?
Yeah.
Surely that's what's going on a training ground throughout the week. It's truly ridiculous. Playing Ruben Loftus-Cheek as a right back. The geezer is a half decent central midfielder, and we're playing him as a right back. And I know what we're trying to do. I know that basically when you have the ball, Loftus-Cheek drifts in field.
No
James
shit,
drifts wide, and you
geezer.
end up with
Really? Is that
an
what
additional
happens?
man in
Yeah.
midfield. And when you don't have the ball, Reece James tucks in.
Yeah.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek drops back, but it doesn't work. This doesn't work. It's
Well, funny enough, guys, it did work, and it worked against Spurs, and we absolutely annihilated Spurs and Conte, who are a better team than Leeds. So I don't know what you're talking about. What you should say is, and what you don't say is that it's about consistency. And is Ruben Loftus-Cheek consistently capable of playing right wing back? No. But what other choice did the gaffer have? I want to hear what other choices did that gaffer have?
It's a system that doesn't work. So be pragmatic and be honest.
Another dig at the gaffer.
We haven't looked good at any point this season aside from that.
Right, so in this system, we've won the Champions League. We've got into 6 finals, won 3 major honours. Players don't want to be here. None of this has come out of his fucking mouth. Not one thing. All I've heard throughout this entire video is very, very snidey digs at Thomas Tuchel. Passive-aggressive digs in such a gentle voice. That's what he's doing.
Against Tottenham. You know, so average against Everton. And I think you could actually take it further. Apart from one game away at Real Madrid and all the games against Tottenham, which our players get up for, which is brilliant and very important. We seem to appreciate that rivalry. But unless we're playing Tottenham or Real Madrid, we don't get up for a game. We haven't played well in any fixture apart from those games. It's honestly ridiculous. The fact that Leeds are putting in so much more effort is painful as well. The first goal, people are going to talk about maybe Gallagher. Other people will talk about Edouard Mendy. And I think we need to have a conversation about Mendy.
Listen to the dig on Mendy now.
Slipped fast.
Fucking hell.
At one point, best goalkeeper in the world and all that. I mean, I don't even know if he's the best goalkeeper at Chelsea anymore. And you know what I think about Kepa Arrizabalaga.
See, this is the narrative now from all of these big guys. They all want to drop Mendy, but if you drop Mendy, what does that do to his confidence? You need to help the goalie regain his confidence. And Mendy is a fucking world-class goalkeeper. We know it's in him. We know he's got the quality, all right? And he made a mistake. But goalies make mistakes. No goalie does not make a mistake. And when they make them, they make piss poor mistakes. But this guy's quick to just chop him off and play Kepa, who's fucking nowhere near as good as Mendy. And this is what I'm saying, man. It's so reactionary.
I think that we really do need a discussion about him. But in this exact moment,
no chance.
I don't hold Gallagher or Mendy necessarily responsible. I think that
he doesn't hold Gallagher responsible, knowing that Jorginho playing with Gallagher doesn't work, knowing that we lost the whole midfield battle, but he's quick to protect Gallagher, which is great. I love Gallagher, but he's playing out of position, trying to do things that Kante does, didn't execute it. It was his performance, not the gaffer's performance on that pitch, but you'll put it down to the gaffer.
Mendy could have been offered more. Maybe Reece James, Cucurella, they could have got shorter, wider, quicker in order to make his mind up for him. But again, I'm coming back to the manager here.
Here we go.
Why are we playing a system where the goalkeeper is effectively forbidden from going long when the keeper don't want the ball at his feet? If you've got Edison in goal, you can play that possession football at the
Geezer, we've played this system with Mendy and won fucking major honours. We know that he's not the best playing out the back, but he can do it. That was Mendy's decision, not Thomas Tuchel. Did Thomas Tuchel say and put a gun to his head saying, whatever you do, do not pump it up forward? No. As a goalkeeper, even Edison or Alisson would have pumped that ball. Mendy had a brain freeze, but you want to come at the gaffer because you got an agenda against Thomas
If you've
Tuchel.
got Ederson in goal, you can say, right, keep hold of the ball, use the goalkeeper as a sweeper.
Ederson would
play
have
off the
booted it
goalkeeper.
there.
The goalkeeper will start your attacks.
Ederson would have booted
If
it
you've
there.
got Alisson, same thing applies. Ramsdale to a degree, same thing applies. We haven't got that. We've got a shot-stopping goalkeeper who doesn't want the ball at his feet. So don't tell him to have the ball at his feet. Play to your strengths. Accentuate the positives. It's absolutely ridiculous. And actually, the sign of poor management to ask football to do things that they aren't capable of doing.
Another dig. He's having a dig at the gaffer now, saying, this guy, bruv, how many? I've counted 6 digs at the gaffer, and we're not even, halfway through, 5 minutes in. 6 digs at the gaffer. 5 minutes in. All right? Blaming the gaffer for playing players out of position or ask them to do things they're not good at. You're a fucking joke, fella. You're a joke. You're a joke. But you're all happy when we won the Champions League, and you're all happy when we got top 4 last season. You're all happy when we got into all the finals, and you're all happy that when we beat Leeds away last year and we did all this, and all of a sudden 3 games into the season, you are so rapidly quick to come dig at the gaffer and dig your heels, bruv. You're not even fucking holding back. So passive aggressive, mate. Yeah? With your poxy little fucking platform. It's just like, it's sickening, mate. It really is.
You're asking Edouard Mendy to play with the ball at his feet as if he is a goalkeeper capable of doing that. We know that he isn't that.
He has done that, though. What are you talking about?
Let him
done that.
Let him put it out of play.
That was it. Listen. It's like Thomas Tuchel has him on a fucking leash, and he's not letting go of the leash so that he can't fucking release the ball. Don't be stupid, mate. What is his fucking agenda on Thomas Tuchel? The geezer made a mistake. It's his decision in that moment in time. Tuchel's not on the pitch with these players. What are you? This is just nonsense, mate. Fucking nonsense.
Ball possession is very important, but if you haven't got the skills to do it, you can't do it.
This is all on Mendy, mate. It's nothing to do with the gaffer, and that's your agenda. Anyway, move on.
To Mendy.
Fuck off.
You will also be able to remember that player having a bad period of games.
Fuck off. This is nonsense, people. This is fucking nonsense. I can't believe I'm playing this shit. I don't really want to play anymore, to be honest. I really don't.
Maybe Wayne Rooney today. Some more signings. I like the keeper at Brighton, but it's just more.
He wants to replace the keeper already. Listen to this guy. Like, we haven't got enough problems at our club to rebuild, and he wants to replace Mendy.
Shambolic. What's going on, really? It really is
piss poor.
Really
You're not a fan, geezer. You're not a supporter.
But on this exact incident,
you fucking really ain't.
I feel like Mendy has been hamstrung by his manager, forcing him to go to possession.
And that's an 8th dig. Mendy's been hamstrung by his manager to not boot the ball out. Listen to this bullshit. I'm sorry, this guy's got a full-on agenda against Thomas Tuchel. I'm calling you out, son. You fucking land your minerals and come on here and tell me that you ain't got an agenda against Tuchel. You fucking well won't, because you're full of shit. You cannot stand Thomas Tuchel. I am hearing it all the way through, and you can sit there like a Cheshire cat speaking so softly and poetically, but you're absolutely coming with a hacksaw at Thomas Tuchel. You're a disgrace.
He's been hamstrung slightly by Reece James, Cucurella. They need to drift wider, get so short.
Oh, he's hamstrung in Reece James and Cucurella now, is he?
He has no option but to lay the ball into you because you're not marked.
Yeah.
Whereas Leeds was kind of swarming. They were playing so well.
Yeah, because it's called high press, recovering, mate. Yeah. That's what happens. And Reece James was playing right centre-back. He couldn't play him right wing-back because Loftus-Cheek was the only option. And he hasn't got Azpilicueta to play this game. He wouldn't play him there. He won't play Trev because he has no run-up. He hasn't got Fofana. He hasn't got another option. So he's played that. But you don't want to say that. You don't want to defend the gaffer. You want to come at the gaffer. And you're doing it beautifully, mate.
Swarming and pressing us so aggressively that because nobody went short, there was nowhere for Mendy to go. So he tried to dribble, tried to beat the man, which is, I mean, it's ridiculous for most goalkeepers, but it's especially ridiculous for him who doesn't have the skills to do that. And Jesse Marsch, again, to his credit, has identified set pieces as being very valuable for his team.
Another dick riding for Leeds.
For some reason, certain defeats sitting there. The last penalty went.
Oh, you're fucking full of it.
Worked out. But yeah, painful day, and we've got to get this right, and we've got to get it right soon because I've been saying quite how poor we are. I didn't think we'd get anything against Tottenham. I was obviously delighted.
Yeah,
to
you
be
got
winning
muddied
that game.
there, and you were ecstatic, I bet.
Shocking performance against Everton.
Yeah,
Got away with it.
Let's dig.
Jorginho.
Anyway,
At
people.
Goodison Park.
And Goodison
Yesterday,
Park, where we never win. Yeah, we won that.
Conceded 3.
Right, so people, he's full of shit. We know he's full of shit. He's an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. I can't believe I watched that. I feel scarred, mate. 9 times he dug at the gaffer there. 9 times he dug at the gaffer. All right, let's go to this geezer. What's his name? Let's go to this geezer. I've never watched this guy. All right, share. Let's go.
170 million. This is what the global footballing world will focus on. They'll focus on the fact that because Chelsea have spent 170 million and Thomas Tuchel has now gone through the phase of inheriting a squad and then having like 5-2 defeats against West Brom. You've got a 4-1.
Hold on a minute. How's he gone through the inheriting stage? How? He's brought in 3 signings and a few other youngsters. There's a massive rebuild. You got 5 previous managers and all their players. How is he still not inheriting? These are still not all his players. There's only a handful of players, geezer, that he's going to keep. So that's bullshit straight away.
4-1 defeat against Brentford last season too.
4-1 defeat against Brentford. I was there, and that game was the most airiest atmosphere. It wasn't very good, but let's have it right. What was going on in that period of time? You had Lukaku, injuries, sanctionings. We didn't know what was going on. You had the Ricketts protests on that exact day because I was there. But you don't want to say that.
So now that Thomas Tuchel has supposedly got his players that he wanted to come in.
What for all his players? He hasn't got his DM midfielder. He hasn't got a striker that he wants or more wingers. He's trying to offload 4, 5. He's offloading 5 attackers, all right, that aren't his, that he does not trust and they're not good enough. That's 5 positions there in the attack alone, all right? He's lost 2 central defenders. He's got Asby on his last legs that he's decided to keep for experience as a stopgap, all right? He's only brought in 1 central defender, 1 wing back that's versatile, and some young players.
And then you've got Koulibaly getting sent off. Raheem Sterling drifting out of the game.
Koulibaly has to adjust to the Premier League. That was a big game for him to play, and he lost his rag, and he gave away 2 silly yellow cards, got 2 silly yellow cards, got sent off. Big deal. All right, Sterling now.
I'm going to say it was entirely Sterling's fault. Yes, he probably could have done better with some finishing, but by the end of the match, it was very clear that whatever system or game plan we were trying to play, the players on the field were not capable of executing it. So
right, so my thing is, are those players good enough to execute that system on that pitch? Are they good enough? In that system, Reece James is best as right wing back. He didn't play right wing back. All right. We don't have a natural right centre back. All right. To be able to do that. We don't have a backup to Reece James as a right wing back. We played Loftus-Cheek. So there's 2 fucking red flags. All right. There's 2 key points. You don't have a Kovacic or Kante in that double 6 with Jorginho. You have a Gallagher. All right. And up front, you can only play Sterling, Havertz and Mount because all the other players are looking to get offloaded and don't want to be at the football club. So you're not going to play them. So please explain to me where the execution is.
In this video, I want to give my thoughts on Tuchel's post-match comments. I want to give my thoughts on the way that we're setting up, the way that what happened yesterday, because the alarming thing for me about this game yesterday was that we knew what to expect from Leeds United. We knew that when you look on paper at the 2 squads, virtually all of Chelsea's players, hypothetically, on the bench yesterday, would get into this Leeds team. Leeds United in the summer lost their best player. They lost Rafinha. You look at Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, and even though they might not necessarily be a Jesse Marsch mould of player, these players would get into the Leeds team.
I don't care whether they get in the Leeds team. Of course they get into Leeds team. Leeds team was getting relegated last year. It's a fucking ridiculous argument. It's a joke of an argument. What you're saying is Pulisic and Ziyech are not fucking good enough at Chelsea. So of course they get into Leeds. And they don't want to be at our football club. So why are you not saying that?
That is an absolute fact. And Tuchel's comments after the game kind of triggered me a little bit in a way, because not only did he not really give Leeds any credit yesterday when Leeds were the best.
Why should he give credit? Why should he give credit to Leeds? What is this, a fucking sportsman game now? We're all fucking wishy-washy. No,
team.
he's a
But
rival.
he also pretty
hate
much
Leeds.
proclaimed himself that after 20 minutes, Chelsea gave up on the
Funny
game.
enough, it's guys like this and Rory Jennings that want to give all the dick riding and the support and the what's the word? The congratulations to Leeds for beating us. It's fucking ridiculous. Where's your backbone as a Chelsea
Game
fan?
plan, which tells me if after 20 minutes of a game when the score is still 0-0, if we give up on a game plan and we lose the match from that 20th minute, then it tells me that the players are not able to execute the plan that has been put in place from minute number 1. So I want
Right, so we're digging at the gaffer that you're now starting to say that the players don't want to play for the gaffer. That's what you're saying. It's a very cheeky one, and I see it, but it's absolute bullshit narrative. It's a fucking lie. No way. No way. Let's talk about their match fitness, their sharpness, the imbalance in the team, certain players that can't play those positions because the gaffer's got no other choice. His hands are tied with the selection. That was all he could do. He's got no alternatives on the bench because the alternatives on the bench don't want to be out of football club. And we've got the best players that play in those positions all out fucking injured. So where are you going with this? You're trying to dig at the gaffer now.
I want to talk about that a little bit, but the main thing that I want to focus on in this video today is playing players out of position. Now, what could this tell us about Tuchel and what he thinks he has in the squad? And then the comments, when we mold this together with, we don't need more midfielders. We've got Jorginho, we've got Gallagher, we've got Ruben, we've got Kante, we've got Kovacic, we've got Mount. There's a 6 midfielders there that you can talk about. Yet there's only one playing in his ideal normal position come the end of the game. I do find this absolutely baffling. The main thing...
Well, isn't it ironic that he doesn't have any ball IQ or any understanding or knowledge of what I've just fucking relayed? And I've got to repeat again because he keeps repeating the same shit, all right, in a different way with different lovely words and a lovely tone he's got. Very nice, very easy to listen to. But what he spills out is absolute bollocks and agenda. Because if you're looking at all those players that you've named in the midfield, what ones are available? What ones are good enough? Tell me. What ones? Kovacic injured, Kante injured. Gallagher's the only match fit available. Ruben Loftus-Cheek can only play right wing back because we ain't got a wing back. Reece James has to play right centre back. You haven't mentioned any of these things once because you're not defending the gaffer. You're not understanding it from the gaffer's point of view. You're looking at it from your little view. And your little view is piss poor for your fucking followers, mate, because you're not looking at the whole picture. You're not understanding that. And you can come at the gaffer all you want, all right, and criticize and have the cheek to say that he's gone past the inheritance stage, which is absolute bullshit because we're in a massive rebuild at the minute, and he's lost fucking great players that added to the system where we won trophies. And all of a sudden you think he's just going to click his fingers and make these players play and he's going to change his formation. And I guarantee it, this fella comes about formation.
One thing I don't understand, and the one thing that I really want to focus on that cannot happen right now at Chelsea, as a result of the game yesterday, I've planned out an additional 2, I think maybe even 3 videos, talking about how to fix certain positions at the club right now that are clearly lacking in quality. We have depth, but is it the kind of...
What depth have we got? Is this guy all right? We ain't got no depth in our football squad. The depth is dead wood. What's he talking about depth?
Player that we need to be able to create more chances. The number one thing yesterday that was beyond alarming for me, Ruben Loftus-Cheek has played at right wing back before and excelled. But against a team like Leeds United, where they're going to press you, they're going to win the ball back. Chelsea couldn't advance, even though we had touches in the opposition box.
Funny enough.
There is no creativity and no player with the ability to find the man with that cut-through pass or cross.
What's his other option, Geezer? Tell me, what's his other option? You want to play Azpilicueta with no legs? You want to play an unfit Trev Chalobah? What do you want to do? Do you want to play an unfit Chilwell on left wing back? And play Cucurella left centre back, who hasn't played left centre back, he's just joined the club, and play Koulibaly on the right. What do you want to do? You're quick to land all these points, but you've got no solution with it. You just want to leave it out there for someone like me
Cross
to just
in the final third. Chelsea do not have that. Mason Mount isn't that player to get those whipped crosses in early.
What
Raheem
is he
Sterling and
talking
Kai
about?
Havertz
Mason Mount
look
isn't that player to get
confused
whipped crosses
about their
in.
positions. They
Mason
look
Mount is
confused.
the highest form of chance creation. And this is what I'm saying. What is all that about? The only way you can listen, Reece James balls out because Mason Mount's on that right side because he gets in the pockets and he frees space for Reece James to get into to cross it in. But when you cross it in, you've only got Kai Havertz in there and a 4-foot fucking Sterling. And Mason Mount is obviously being part of that attack, so he's not in the box. You got no one in the central midfield where Gallagher is to run in the box, and if he does run in the box, the likelihood the ball's shit. And then Gallagher loses it, and then we're fucking chasing shadows, and Jorginho's left in no man's land, which is what happens. All right. So Gallagher can only push forward so much, but you don't want to talk about this shit. All right. All right. And Loftus-Cheek can't go too much forward because the gaffer knows if we do lose on an attack, Loftus-Cheek hasn't got the pace like Reece James to run back and track back. Reece James gets exposed. Funny enough, Reece James was exposed by Rodrigo how many times in that game? But you don't mention these things because the gaffer's got no choice.
Confused with their awareness as to where they need to go when they offload the ball. There were times where Havertz would be down on the right wing and you kind of see Sterling hovering 2/3 across the field instead of through the middle. So there wasn't a through ball that could be played. Leeds were pushing with two defenders on Raheem Sterling to basically mark him.
Isn't that interesting? There's no. Well, is Gallagher going to give you that? No. Is Jorginho going to give you that? No. Is Ruben Loftus-Cheek going to give you that? No. Is Cucurella? Potentially, but he's too busy going up and down, fucking trying to cover for Gallagher and what's his name, Jorginho, right? He can't go. He hasn't got the license to go forward, and Loftus-Cheek ain't got the license to go forward because they get caught out. He's too risky. So you need Sterling to drop in deeper. You need Mount to drop in deeper. But the moment you do that, Kai Havertz was doing that as well, and it's disjointed. Where's the final ball? There is no final ball. Every time the ball was in the midfield, it was too slow in transition and too many touches. And then by the time the ball gets to a Sterling, Kai Havertz or Mason Mount, they got their back to fucking goal and they got 3 or 4 Leeds players hunting them down. What do you expect them to create, geezer?
Knock him out of the game. So Reece James right now is the best attacking player at Chelsea. That is
bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Wing back, he's fantastic. But where is the talk of Mason Mount? Where? And you're a Chelsea fan? Where is the talk of Mason Mount, who's been our best attacker for fucking how many years? Our best GA? Where is that coming out of your gob, fella? Not once. Not once.
That is my honest opinion. Please let me know in the comments down below whether you agree, remotely agree, or disagree with what I've just said there. Reece James is not only one of the strongest defenders, but I think, again, positionally from set pieces, we've seen him caught out too many times.
Main source of creation.
Reece James has to be Chelsea's right wing back if we are to persist with playing 3 centre-backs. There is no way that Reece James cannot be used in that wing back role. Yes, I think he can do a job at right centre-back.
Like
yes.
Another dig at the gaffer. It's like the gaffer chose to play him right centre-back because he doesn't want to put him right wing-back when that's not the case. Listen to the agenda on these guys, man. They don't understand. These guys with platforms don't understand football, mate. They literally don't understand the game. Why do people buy this shit? It's fucking beyond me. It really is.
Yes, I think he has the potential to do a great job in the defensive midfield position. But Reece James gets exposed with his weaknesses when he plays in the right centre-back position. When you look at his positions, when Rodrigo goes forward for the header.
No. Reece James got exposed because he didn't have a natural defending wing-back in front of him. We had Loftus-Cheek, who's really a fucking 8 midfielder. Because we haven't got the players, geezer. We haven't had the chance to get the players. We've had sanctions. We've got no director of football. We've got no time on our hands. We've got transfer deadline day in 9 days. Are you not bearing all this in mind? Where's your thought process, mate? You're in the fucking clouds, geezer. This guy's dreaming, bro.
Leeds United scored that second goal, which absolutely killed the game off completely. After the first one, I didn't think we were going to score. After the second one, the heads we lost it. We absolutely lost it across every single area of the field. Reece James, right now, if Chelsea do not get their targets through the door to be more creative in attacking areas, Reece James is the best option we have to A, score, Yes, we've only scored 3 goals so far this season, but Reece has got one of them, and he ends up 1-on-1 against Tottenham Hotspur in the box. It's not a surprise. Reece.
There is an interesting point here where, because of the frontline movement and the way we hold possession, Reece James gets on the overlap and he runs into space. That's why he gets the opportunity to score the fucking goal. All right? Where did we have that against Leeds? We didn't have it because you got Loftus-Cheek. But the gaffer had no other choice. What don't you understand with that? Why don't they say the truth, these guys? Why don't they speak?
Reece going forward is a menace. Dennis the bloody menace for opposition teams. So with Reece James at right centre-back and Ruben right wing-back, the problem I have with this, with Tuchel, and why I blame him for yesterday as a result of this is
so nice
you've got Chalobah and you've got Azpilicueta on the bench. Cesar Azpilicueta and Trevor Chalobah are more than capable playing in that right centre.
Right, Trevor Chalobah. Talk of him going on loan, first thing. Second thing, how many games has he played to run into this Leeds game? None. Only a little bit pre-season. He'll get run ragged. First thing, don't want to mention that. Azpilicueta, can he handle the pace of Leeds and Rodrigo? Fuck no. So it tells me, fella, you don't understand football and you want to blame Tuchel on that. Ridiculous, mate.
Right centre-back position, which allows Reece James to go to the right wing-back position.
Don't understand football.
Do not really understand yesterday what kind of formation we were playing. At first, I thought it was a midfield 3 of Ruben, Jorginho, Gallagher. The more I watched the game, Chelsea were pushed to force Ruben into the wing-back role, which led Reece James to be in the centre-back role. And yes, you could probably blame Reece James for the marking and the tracking of Rodrigo's run for the second goal. But yesterday, Chelsea didn't create anything. And I think the reason for that is that people didn't understand what positions they were supposed to be.
Fucking hell. This guy's agenda now on Tuchel is underlined that the players, you're trying to say the players didn't understand their roles when they played this system. They all know this system. We went and beat fucking Spurs in this system. And you're trying to have a dig at the gaffer, yeah? Let's have it right. And I'll say it how it is, all right? It's about the midfield and the distribution from the midfield, the slow transitioning from midfield, the fact that they couldn't handle the press. That is the problem, not the fucking players taking instructions from the gaffer. Let's make it right, fella, and let's understand the facts of the matter. But you clearly don't get it. You don't understand it, bro.
Being in the transitions whilst attacking and whilst defending. Now, how do Chelsea fix this problem? Well, the problem really does lie, in my opinion, with Thomas Tuchel persisting with playing Mason Mount further forward. Now, this might sound a little bit hypocritical of me because there have been many times where I've said Mason Mount should start as one of the front 3 because Mason Mount is a good footballer. So far this season...
Listen to this guy. Mason Mount is a good footballer. Fucking hell. Oh, my God. What have we got? Who is representing our football club? Who the fuck is representing our football club with these platforms? He's a good footballer. You are a joke, mate. You're a fucking joke. Good, yeah? Piss take. This kid's fucking generational, bruv. This kid's got all the minerals. This kid's won you Champions Leagues and fucking been our best goals and assists. He's our best chance creator. Everything runs through Mount. He's the glue of the team. He's more than fucking good, fella. He's fucking world class. And you're supposed to be backing our players. You're supposed to be backing our gaffer. And you come out and go, he's a good player. You're talking like a fucking rival fan. Fucking hell. This is the first time I've ever listened to this.
We've not seen Mount create chances. And I think this
is
down
twice
to the system that we are trying to implement. It is down to the heavy reliance on Chilwell or Cucurella and Reece James in the wing-back roles. When if you're going to play with 3 attackers, I don't think there can be the ambiguity there is right now between Mount...
Has this geezer once spoken about midfield? Has he once mentioned the midfield? I haven't heard him once mention the midfield. Not fucking once. He's talking about a wing-back system that we all know how it works. We all know that, fella. We all know how the wing-back system works, yeah? But we didn't have the right wing-backs in the positions because we're fucking short at the minute in our squad. And let's hear about all the players. You can bring up Pulisic, Ziyech and all these fucking players to play in the positions when they don't want to be at our football club, but he's happy with that. Or he rates them probably highly. This geezer probably Stan Lukaku for all I know.
Havertz and Sterling as to who should be positioned where. when Reece James or Cucurella or even Gallagher or Jorginho have the ball in central areas or wide areas, who are they looking at? And I think the issue that Chelsea have is that Thomas Tuchel doesn't rate Ziyech, Pulisic or Callum Hudson-Odoi despite...
No shit, geezer. Wow. You are a bright spark, aren't you? You're a bright spark. So what does that do, geezer? That limits him to his choice selection for his team, doesn't it, fella? Doesn't it? Does it? Yeah, of course it does.
Despite telling Callum Hudson-Odoi that he's got to fight for his position in the team, yet when Chelsea aren't creating anything, one of Chelsea's most creative players in terms of actually going to try and take players on is Callum Hudson-Odoi. But is he at the level that Chelsea need in order to be competitive to win the Premier League? I don't think so.
Oh,
and the issue is,
the obvious.
I don't think Tuchel thinks so either, which is why we've got a serious problem.
Really?
We need to fix the players that are playing on the wings. We need direct wingers who are willing to take players on, just like a man who I said Chelsea should go for. Alan St. Maximin yesterday.
Fucking hell, this guy just brought up St. Maximin. Is he, oh my days, is he going to bring up Zaha as well? These guys, man, they think they know ball, bruv. Have I ever heard St. Maximin or Zaha linked to our football club? Are you having a fucking bubble, fella? You're having a bubble. Literally, you are having a bubble. You must be taking a piss here, all right? Surely you're taking a piss, all right? You're stating things that we all know. Do you not think that the gaffer knows this? But yet you want to blame Tuchel. Your whole video is called Chelsea Rant. Thomas Tuchel must be blamed for Leeds 3-0. You're naming all the issues, but you're blaming the gaffer because this is what he's walked into. It's what he's inherited. But you're saying that he's past the inheritance stage. Listen to the contradiction on this fella.
For Newcastle, put in one of the best winger performances I can remember in recent times in such an amazing high-octane football game. Alan St. Maximin ran Kyle Walker into the ground yesterday. Who is going to do that right now at Chelsea Football Club? I don't think it's Pulisic. Don't think it's Ziyech. Don't think it's Hudson-Odoi. Don't think it's Mount. And I don't think it's Sterling or Havertz either. Chelsea absolutely need to spend money.
So he's basically just had a dig at every single one in our front line. Disregarded what they've done. Disregarded that Sterling's fucking come from Manchester City and is a Tuchel player and he's got all the minerals there. Disregarding Mount and saying he's a good player like a fucking numpty he is. Yeah, what a knob. And he's been our best player and he's our best forward at the minute out of all the fucking forwards that we got. And he's coming at Kai Havertz, which everyone seems to be coming at Kai Havertz. All he needs is consistency and a bit of better finishing. That's it. All right. Everything else, he's got the package. All right. Nothing positive about this geezer.
On a striker who's going to finish the balls if they get into the box. A winger who is going to be able to do what St. Maximin did yesterday when Almiron scored Newcastle's header. Yeah. And I do find it crazy how Chelsea can spend 170 million. Newcastle United yesterday against Manchester City. Teams sit back against City and Liverpool, get peppered. Newcastle went for it. Why could Chelsea not go for it yesterday against Leeds? And I think the...
See, he keeps asking these same questions. I've given you the answer, but every time I give the answer, I'm repeating the same thing because you're asking the same shit in a different way. And that tells me you're really clueless, geezer. You really don't understand Tuchel. You don't understand the situation at Chelsea, clearly. You don't understand everything deep inside the club. And you just got some fucking little cheap shots at the gaffer. And you just want to blame the gaffer at it. That's all I'm seeing.
The reason for that is right now, Tuchel is frustrated about the playing personnel we have at the club and the lack of investment in those areas.
No shit, geezer. He's inherited the squad, but apparently, your words exactly, is that he's past the inheritance stage. He's past that. When he clearly hasn't. So you've muddied your own fucking statement at the start of the video.
A lot of money. But at this point, yes, Sterling. I'm not going to write Raheem Sterling off, but we need a striker. Kai Havertz going through the middle isn't working. Premier League defenders are not scared of Kai Havertz right now because positionally, he's not in the right place. And he doesn't have that aggression to be able to take his game up a level, to actually put fear in opposition defenders so that...
Fear comes when you've got form, you've got confidence, you're playing well as a team. When that happens and you're... listen, when we played Spurs, we played as a team, as a unit, and we won the game. Well, we should have won the game. We got robbed, yeah. We all know that story, how that tune played out. But we played as a team, as a unit. We didn't have that at Leeds. Goodison, we were coming back from a piss poor pre-season, and we just about done it, yeah? Right, and credit to us, credit to the gaffer, and credit to the players for us getting through it. Goodison, yeah, instead of just slandering our performance. The game against Leeds, there was too many deficiencies and imbalancing in certain areas of the pitch, which affected the way we play that we normally play. So it's not the system; it's the players that we have at hand available for the gaffer. And until we go in the market and build that and rebuild, nothing's going to change drastically.
So that you can get
You
into
should
the right
know that,
position
Geezer.
and get shots
You should
away.
know
The
that.
finishing's not good enough either. I also believe that this is a big week for Tuchel now, because I think there is definitely a decision
Deadline
now
day,
that needs to be made to give Kepa a chance in goal.
Here we go, another one, man. Fucking hell, they just want to drop Mendy and just chop him off because of a howler and expect him to get dropped and then cut. Listen, I won't be surprised if the gaffer plays Mendy, and I think I would play Mendy.
Is not his strongest point. So now, when you've got a player like Kepa on the bench, you came in last season and did very, very well.
Kepa's on a 6-year deal, and he's on almost 200 grand a week. We need to offload that shit for a backup goalie, and this guy wants to play him.
Well, I think Tuchel needs to take the mantle here and say, well, Mendy's made a high-profile mistake. We've not just seen this once. We've seen this a couple of times before. Kepa is still a Chelsea player. If Kepa doesn't start next week against Leicester, then I think he could start really starting to push for a move away from Chelsea. And at the moment,
he's already pushing, bro.
Tuchel would be forced to make a decision to change it. At this moment in time, we're not looking to sign another keeper. We've signed Slonina, but he's on loan until January. So now, Kepa Arrizabalaga must start for me in the game against Leicester.
Of course he does.
Potential resale values for Kepa, but he's a decent
get away from Kepa
against Leicester. We don't need a midfielder. I think, unless this is reverse psychology to make
this is about Tuchel.
I think at the moment, Tuchel's comments about saying, we don't need a midfielder. I think, unless this is reverse psychology to make sure that Chelsea and Bowley and everybody is going out to make sure we can bring Frankie de Jong through the door. I don't want to say that it was necessarily fully Conor Gallagher's fault yesterday. I think Jorginho was the main one exposed yesterday when Leeds United were countering, when Leeds United were running at Chelsea, and you see Jorginho running back. He's not got the speed. He's not got...
Right. So you want to come at Jorginho, but you disregard, and you don't want to come at Gallagher, yeah? But Gallagher was the reason why Jorginho was so exposed, because when Jorginho plays with Kovacic and Kante, their recovery, their press resistance is far better than Conor Gallagher. And that's why Jorginho got exposed. That's why we got overrun in the midfield. That's why our wing-backs couldn't push up and we couldn't control the game how we did against Spurs. But these are all the things that you should know, Geezer. Obviously, you don't know that. Obviously, you want to come at Jorginho. And listen, a lot of people want to come at Jorginho. And I come at Jorginho just for being slow and not making a transition right. But if he ain't got the outlets and these Gallagher's out of position, and when you do play Gallagher, he takes 10 touches anyway, what's the fucking point? You ain't going nowhere. So again, it all falls down to the gaffer's hands being tied in his team selection, but you don't mention that either. This is what I'm saying about these people.
Not got the pace. He's not got the legs.
No shit,
to get back and be able to reposition himself. And at this point in time, I think Chelsea need to be very proactive here
formation
in making a split decision. And I think the split decision has got to be that we try and go for 4 at the back. Yes, at the moment.
This guy, everyone calling out 4 at the back. They don't understand football, man. They don't understand the players that we got at hand. They don't get it. Do you not think if the gaffer could play back 4, he would fucking well play it? Does that not ever cross your mind? This is repetitive bullshit, bruv.
I think the struggle is that we are trying to play multiple different formations depending on different transitional phases of the game.
Isn't he a bright spark? Isn't he clever? Because that's what Tuchel ball is. You see, when you have the versatility in players and you get the right profile players, Geezer, you can change formations within the game to make the opposition struggle and not understand how to track you and deal with you in defensive phases, transitional stages, and attacking phases. The gaffer can't fucking do it at the minute because he's trying to replace an extra defender. He's trying to bring in fucking attackers that have got the capabilities and minerals to do that. And he's trying to get back up to Reece James. He can't do it yet, Geezer. He's trying. Where is that energy? Where's the energy to support, man? I don't see it or hear it.
Do we have the quality to execute that? No. If there are teams that are well drilled, you have a game.
We did, though, against Spurs with the right players, with our first teamers. We did. We executed that. We were changing back 4, back 3 against Spurs. What is this guy on about? We done it last year in periods. When we can do it, we do it. But only with the right players. But we have injuries and shit, bruv. This guy, man, he's jarring.
Game plan like Leeds did yesterday, they will rip Chelsea apart right now. So I think we've
You're
just
full
got
of
to, at this
positivity,
point,
ain't you?
I want to see a 4-3-3.
Yeah, of course you
I want to
do.
see three
Yeah.
midfielders that are actually midfield.
What you want to see, what the gaffer wants to see, maybe actually the gaffer wants to see 4-2-2-2, but you're close. You know, it does form a 4-3-3. It might form a 5 at the back as well in that system, the 4-2-2-2. You see, it's very interesting how the tactics can change, but you can't do that in a minute, geezer. Let's wait till transfer deadline day, and not every player is available to buy to allow us to do that. They've got no minerals, these people. Bro.
Fielders
No minerals.
playing in midfield. I want to see
No
Reece
common
James
sense.
right back. I want to see him making those overlapping runs that he's capable of. I want to see Chilwell or Cucurella doing the same. They've got the pace to get back. They've got the attacking ability to get back and overload the wings to give Chelsea multiple opportunities to get balls.
Anyway,
Do this now. Otherwise, our season could,
as he said now.
That's what I want to see. And I think Tuchel needs to do this now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, our season could, as a result of that game yesterday, I don't want to be dramatic, but
You are
I really
dramatic.
think that what we saw yesterday wasn't a surprise. And against teams like Leeds, we will get destroyed if we play anything like we did yesterday. But anyway, going to be another video at least later on today.
Well, thank fuck I ain't watching that. I'll tell you that. I ain't going to watch that one. Fucking hell. Crying out loud. That is shocking. He's going to play 4 at the back with no central defensive midfielder. Tells me everything I need to know about his ball IQ. These guys are brown envelopes. RORY, Jennings, brown envelope. This guy's a brown envelope. They got fucking too big a platform to not be a brown envelope. And the digs that I've heard on Thomas Tuchel, and it's all clipped. You can go back and it's on my fucking platform. You can listen to it. They are huge agendas on Thomas Tuchel. They're not backing Tuchel. And so much waffle, bangers and mash waffle, no gravy, no onions, no nothing, bruv. Dry as you like. Shocking. And we're being linked to Leao now. We're being linked to Bamayangs and Frankie de Jongs and all these players, and yet we haven't signed any of them. Right? What's going on, people? Why don't these people talk the truth? Why don't they have any common sense? Why don't they understand? And people follow these accounts. People listen to these accounts. This is very concerning. It's very concerning. Very concerning. Yeah. I'm very shocked. I'm very shocked. I'm not shocked. It's not that people can give an opinion anymore. Like, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But are you going to tell me, geezer, watching those 2 clips, that there is not a dig or an agenda on Thomas Tuchel? Are you going to tell me that? Because if you're telling me that, then I need to question you, geezer, because those opinions are fucking bullshit. All their opinions, they're not opinions, they're asking questions. They're just asking questions out there, making it seem like it's a form of opinion. It's not. It's called brown envelopes. It's called out making the viewers question things and think about things and then doubt Thomas Tuchel and question Thomas Tuchel. There was not anything positive out of those 2 videos. Nothing positive whatsoever. All negative. All down tool. All fucking criticism. No confidence or belief about your players. Absolute bullshit. So, yeah, you can have your opinion, but these guys' opinions go to another level because they got over 150k subscribers, geezer. And this gets pushed out. This gets pushed out heavy. So when I'm hearing that nonsense, that's alarming, Adrian, mate. Yeah? It's alarming. Big up Indefinite. Wake up, boys. We support our club no matter what. Up to Chelsea, exactly. I think all our business now will be done behind closed doors. It should be. It should be. Big up Josh in here. Apparently we were going to pay 150 million for Leao and fuck off. No way. What, we're going to pay 150 million for Leao, the brown envelope say, but we're not going to pay 150 million for Rice. Make it make sense, people. No one spent 150 million. Big up Stretters in here. Big up Johnny. These brown envelopes are just shit. Are shit Casemiro. Yeah, big up geezer. My eyes and ears are bleeding after those plastics. That was shocking, guys. Well, at least I've exposed them, guys. I've exposed them. Both are taking digs, but Rory was way nastier. The guy's literally a snake and a sellout. That guy said Arsenal are bigger than Chelsea. What do we expect? Listen, he was snaky. He was passive-aggressive. He was very, very vicious in his attacks at Tuchel. But what he does is he sits there looking pretty with his lovely little long hair and his nice orange peach-coloured top in his lovely plain background, talking so sweetly and innocently, but absolutely going in there like he's in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, fucking hunting Tuchel down. That's exactly what Rory Jennings is. And he's got a full-blown agenda against Thomas Tuchel. So you ain't got minerals, son. You're full of shit, and I'll mud you every day of the week, just like I have done now. He's a two-faced prick. The priest for real, George, is just a negative dude. I don't know why he supports Chelsea. He's very negative. I didn't hear anything positive. And all these videos are very quick to come at Thomas Tuchel. But have they addressed anything that I've said? Any of the issues? Have they addressed anything? You have to put ownership on the players as well, all right? But fuck me. No backing of the gaffer there. No backing of the gaffer. People think every team that plays a 4-3-3 is going to play like Man City. Well, listen, we ain't got the players like Manchester City. That's why you won't play like Manchester City. It's about having the players. Yeah. Guys, like and subscribe. I should have 300 likes already, guys. Big up to every single one of you, every one of you in here. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Very important. I need to get to the 3.2k, guys. I think I'm on what? If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, guys. I need to get up, mate. These guys have got 2 big platforms and they talk shit. It's disgraceful. Big up CFC Kel. Seriously, Johnny, you need to have a one-on-one with that Rory wank rag mug. Put that brain-dead traitor muppet in his plate. Listen, he wouldn't come near me, geezer. He won't come near me. He's all in the circle with all the other lot. And a lot of them want to be in that circle. And some of them are in that circle. And they all have to push out the similar agenda because they're all part of the same clique. And they're all part, as far as I'm concerned, they are all part of the campaign against Chelsea. That's what they are. This fan base isn't patient enough at all. No, they're not. They're not. Reacting. I'll watch that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow, people. I'll do that tomorrow. What is it? Is he brought out a video on coming at Tuchel? Let me know. Has he come out on Tuchel? Has he come out on Tuchel? Let me know in the chats. It's true. That's a very good point. Fickle fans throwing toys out the pram after one loss. It's pathetic, mate. Absolutely pathetic. Big up, Jacob, in here. Guys, ask me some questions. Ask me some questions. I'm happy to answer some questions, guys. Do I think Lea's going to happen? No, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Who's the other one? Aubameyang. I don't even know if that's going to happen. I don't know. Look, it's clear as day we need to sign attackers. All right. But I don't know. I don't know who we're going to sign. It remains to be seen. Nini ain't got a leg to stand. Listen, this guy, I've muddied this guy anyway. I've absolutely annihilated this guy. So he better hope he takes down that video. Whatever it is, yeah, he better take it down because I know he's a Tuchel hater. And I'm going to feast on his video. We'll do that tomorrow, people. We'll do that one tomorrow. Do you watch? I don't watch anyone really, Jacob, mate. I don't watch anyone. The only time I've seen Eunice is on Gunny's channel. That's the only time I've seen him. But I think is he not very tight with Nini? Is he not friends with Nini? I don't know. I don't know if they're all part of a clique, mate. Do you know what I mean? Johnny, what do you think of that? I think it's all bullshit. I don't think it's happening. If it does, and you pay, what's his release clause? 150 million or something. I don't think it's very likely, guys. No. Just look, Tuchel might like him. He likes what's his name, Nkuku, but Nkuku apparently is for next year or January when his release clauses are like 60 odd million. That makes sense. Maybe we're going for him then. You know, let's bear it in mind. There's a process here, guys. Always coming out on the gaffer another. He's a traitor. He's full of shit. Johnny, why do you think the fan base has no patience? The reason they don't have patience is because they've been spot rotten by Roman Abramovich and immediacy and that winning mentality where they just trigger happy, hire and fire managers to get instant results with the squad of players, and the manager has to come in and make it work. And he has to. That's the model where they're basing the manager coming in, inheriting the squad and making it work. And if you don't make it work, you get sacked. And it did work like that because you had good enough quality players, but unfortunately Roman didn't delve into the market enough near the end of his tenure, and that's where you suffer now. Marina got power, didn't buy certain players, bought certain players, and we're now paying for the repercussions of that. And Tuchel is the guy that's going to, thank God we got Tuchel in power to help us rebuild. They've got no patience because they're down to immediacy, and a lot of them are young fan base, or some of them are a bit older that are used to it. For me, it's nothing. I'm patient. I know we're not ready yet. I think we're a cup team at best at the minute, and yet they'll even doubt us on that. So, if he wants to come on, he's more than welcome to come on. He was all right. I respect him for coming on, to be honest. A lot of these guys are all pussies. That I call out and they don't come on, but at least Matisse come on. Fair play to him. Big up Victor. Hey Johnny, you got 100% minerals. I love your platform. I can't stand Blue Line TV with his fucking criticism of Tuchel. Listen, is it that bad? Is it that bad? Like, for me, it's painful to watch this shit. It's painful to me watch Benson and Rory just now. It's fucking painful, bruv. Eunice is very good friends with Matisse. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Eunice not pally with Nini. Mates with Gunny, Miz, and Matisse. Well, Miz talks a lot of shit. I don't rate his opinions at all. Matisse is Matisse. He's got his thing going, and he came on. I respect him for it. But I don't really like Eunice. I haven't had the chance to go on with him. Johnny, I have full respect to what you say and your opinions. Other copy the same opinions. Your opinions always stay there and have always proven right at the end. Big up, Johnny. Big up, Bazyan. Appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Nini has valid tactical critiques of the manager. Not his fault. You lot don't understand it. No. It's tactical analysis. I've had geezers come out of tactical analysis and come at Mason Mount. All he wants to do is shoehorn youth players and come at the gaffer for not changing the formation. If you're that tactical, you understand it. You understand that the gaffer can't do that, and he's trying to utilize 80% of the squad. Probably 70% of the squad can play the system, but certain players can't play the back four. He hasn't got it in him. He didn't play Rudiger. Christian can't play the back four. Thiago Silva can't play back four at his age. All right, so your hands. You need another central defender. Until you get a central defender, maybe you play the back four. But at this moment in time, no fucking way can you play the back four within the game potentially, but you can't set up that consistently. No. Alex Goldberg, well, he's jarring, mate. He's jarring. He says he put out a tweet, oh, you can criticise Tuchel and still back the manager. No, it's called masking. You're masking not backing the manager with criticism. Like, what is there to criticise? I've explained on this show every reason why the gaffer did what he did, all right, with no choice And yet I've not once criticised him. I've not once blamed the gaffer for that result. Why am I able to do that and back my gaffer fully, but you lot all want to criticise him and blame him? And isn't it ironic that you're all part of a circle and a connection and you all have a platform, you all have a voice on the channel? Why is that? Brown envelopes. Brown envelopes. Rory and Benson trying to create an AFC situation. Only trouble currently World Club Cup holders. Yeah, we know that. They're trying to create this fucking animosity and negativity around the club. Johnny, we need a sporting director as soon as possible so we can pick out young talent. Yeah, we will do that. We're doing that. We'll do that. It will come. I don't disagree, but let's have it right. What don't you disagree with? We need to trust the process. We won the UCL early in Tuchel's tenure, and they think with less signings we're supposed to be better. Give Tuchel 5 years. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Listen, I've heard some of his takes on Lukaku and Mason Mount, and fucking shocking, mate. And Tuchel as well, all through last year. I unfollowed the geezer. I couldn't be bothered, mate, anymore. Fucking listen to it and seeing it on my timeline. So no, I don't really rate him at all. I don't rate him at all. But like I said, I don't watch these guys because for me, they pollute my brain. They only make me agitated and angry. By the way, I respect you, Johnny. I just think it's okay to critique any manager. Listen, you can critique, but listen, guys, I'm not even critiquing my manager. I'm not even criticising him. I'm not even criticising. What's there to criticise on him? Because he's not playing players you want him to play? Because he's not buying players you want him to buy? Because he's not doing what you fucking think is right? That's the only reason you're criticising the manager. The guy's doing everything right and everything he can do. He's fucking elite. He's the minerals. He's the gaffer. He's Thomas Tuchel. He's fucking won us. We're Club World Champions. So no, there's no reason to criticise the gaffer. Not now. Absolutely not. And I won't stand for it. Bullshit. It's called agenda. I don't give a fuck. At this point now, that's agenda. That's doubting. You're doubting your manager. And we haven't even started the rebuild. We haven't even started the season, just about. We haven't even got fucking replacements for players we've lost. We've got players that don't want to be there. Where's all this coming out there, gobs? Where's all these fucking minerals? Where are they? Do you know why? Because they're all cocks. They all talk shit. They're part of the circle, the connection. They want to link up. They want to be part of the brown envelopes. They get the brown envelopes on their platform. That's what it's all about. It's about being in that circle and making it in the showtime. Not here. Not on Minerals FC. Don't work like that. We're the fans here. We're here to support the club. That's what we do. That's what I do. I stand by my gaffer. I stand by my players. I stand by my club. And I'm against all the brown envelopes. And I'm against all the fucking Tuchel haters and the Mount haters and the Jorginho haters and all these fucking people, yeah? I will critique the players, but I will never slander my players. I won't do it. And if it goes at the end of this transfer window and we keep Georgie and we keep all these, we have one thing and one thing only as a duty as fans is to back them. Whether I think Georgie is the best player in the world, no, I don't. Do I think he's a baller and a talented player? Yes. Do I respect him for what he's done at a football club? Yes. Do I think he's too slow in transition? Yes. Can he improve that? Maybe. But we need other players around him to get that, you know? Am I frustrated with Kovacic and Kante always injured? Yes, goes without saying. But that's the reality of it. We've got to back it, people. Yeah? Do we think Kai Havertz is the best number 9? Listen, he needs chance. This is his first season to have a run out, a proper run out. Everyone wants to dismiss with Kai Havertz. They was fucked up with Lukaku coming in last year. Disjointedness, unhappy players. All right. He was rotted on the bench for about 8-9 games, guys. All right. And he still performed Club World Cup, won us that trophy with that penalty. He's still got the minerals. He wants to be at the club. He's had Real Madrid come at him and he doesn't want to leave. So we have to respect Kai Havertz and back the kid for fuck's sake. He just turned 23 years old. All right? You were all excited and gassed when we bought him. All of a sudden, you were quick to turn on him because things ain't going right at Chelsea. It's called a rebuild. It's called have patience and understanding and trust in the gaffer and the manager and not expect us to just click our fingers and fucking go win every game. It doesn't work like that. All it is that we lost to Leeds. It's a bitter thing to swallow because it's Leeds. But it happens, people. That's the way it is. It's just the way it is. Nini used to rate Alex Telles over Chilwell. Fucking hell, that tells you everything. Or isn't that interesting that he loves Lampard? He rates Telles over Chilwell, but Lampard wanted Chilwell. Ashley Cole rates Chilwell highly and told us to go and get Chilwell. But this guy, this is what I'm saying. It's all wishy-washy, up and down agendas and fucking clickbait. He wanted Lukaku as well. And he backed Lukaku even after he rated us. And I've seen it. He came at Roman Abramovich when we were in the sanctions. I've seen it. He says, and he's great tactical analysis. Bullshit. Good thing he's not a football manager. He's fucking piss poor. Guy's piss poor. Big up Wayne in here. Johnny, continue to voice your opinion. Love how you back in the cut. Yeah, I back everyone, geezer. We know about the brown envelopes. Johnny, keep going after these frauds. Keep calling them out, and maybe they will get embarrassed and fuck off. They ain't going to fuck off because they're making money and they're getting fed brown envelopes. All right. And they love stirring the pot. But that's where I come in. I won't stand for it. Minerals, the fan base were back Tuchel before Leeds game. Now they're flip-flop. Yeah, because they're fickle and they're full of shit. All right. Now, like I said to you, after Leeds loss, I expected the Bensons of the world, RORY, Jennings, the Ninis, all to come at the gaffer. And they have, haven't they? You saw the digs at gaffer. All right? I'll get into Nini tomorrow. I'll enjoy that. I'll lick my lips for that one. So look forward to that, people. That'll be tomorrow. If he doesn't take it down. Tired of Fofana. Big up Bobby in here. My member. Tired of Fofana standoff. Shouldn't Chelsea just pay the money? They offered to pay it anyway. It's all a circus, mate. Don't get too emotionally attached to it, geezer. Johnny, do you watch ESPN FC? The hate on Chelsea is freaking hates. Yeah, I've seen bits of it. Julian Laurens and all these fucking guys. No, I don't like it. I like Marcotti because he backs Mount and that, and I respect him for it. And I think he's got quite good views, but the other fella, not really. And there is a campaign against Chelsea. That's why I stay away from all the major platforms. I don't really like to engross in it too much. What's going on here? Okay. John Terry saying about Potter. Yes, he did, but people don't want to respect that, Josh. All right? Lukaku did more than fuck up Havertz. He fucked up the whole team spirit, the unity, the manager to deal with it. It's bad, mate. It was bad last year. People are very quick to forget. Too many plastics. I would support my club no matter what. I was really ready to donate during the sanctions. Whatever we needed, I would have done. Give that kind of support. I have to go, but big up, Joe. Big up, Indefinite, my member. And I agree with you. You know, the whole point of me and this platform as well is to support your club and be a voice for our club and defend our club. I'm fucking defending my club, mate, and my gaffer. And I won't let any other tosspot in the game, whether you're a rival on a big platform, whether you're a Chelsea fan on a big platform, I won't stand for it and I won't accept it. And I don't care how mainstream or big platform you are, I'll call you out. Big up, man, Johnny. Johnny, I still think we can win the league with this squad. I believe this squad. Listen, if we get the right additions, I still think we've got a chance of this year. I really do. Big up, Chaps22. My geezer. Big up, Johnny. Everton want Gallagher or Broa on loan as part of Gordon deal. Well, I'd probably do Gallagher. Oh, I want Broha to stay because I think we need a striker. Yeah. Big up, Wayne. Let's send up the likes on the video. Guys, what likes am I? Like and subscribe, people. Yeah, John Terry tweeted about how great. Yeah, he's a great manager. He should be England's manager, for fuck's sake. He shouldn't be Southgate. Where is this tweet? Let me see this tweet, man. Where's this tweet? How good is Graham Potter? I love how Brighton play, and he has to be one of the best young managers around. Ticks every box for me. Well, I hope my legend's not having a dig at Thomas Tuchel there. If that is the agenda, I don't think it is. But if it is, I'll be very fucking disappointed. I'll be very disappointed. Pissed off because Thomas Tuchel's clear of Potter. But I think maybe it's a message to the FA for England. Maybe. I'm not going to jump the gun on that. I'm not jumping the gun on that. Big up Stephen here, my member. Johnny, it's not rocket science, mate, as most of these content producers are mostly full of shit with an agenda. There's one thing for sure. They all want to be liked and popular, and it's amusing. Yeah, but the thing is that I don't think they are liked, mate. But yet people follow them. What is there to like about them? Man, fucking hell. Shocking. Shocking, mate. Big up Nims in here. Well, let's see. It remains to be seen. Let's see the comment. Yeah, I think people read into this too much. I think he's trying to just give him some credit being an English manager. That's all it is for me. I don't really. He's not going to come at Tuchel. Remember, John Terry works in the club. You know, he's part of Chelsea. So he's not coming at the gaffer. I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that. Big up British Patriot. What I do think, though, is that maybe should have made it a bit clearer as to why he's tweeting that. That's what I would say. Because you know how Twitter is. Twitter is relentless. Twitter will jump on that. I bet they're all jumping on it. I've seen some comments already. You know, where they're doubting. This is what I'm saying, man. The fucking big platforms, they're creating this narrative and movement of an agenda against Thomas Tuchel. And it needs to stop, people. It needs to fucking well stop. The guy hasn't even started yet. Let him rebuild. To be fair, Joe, I've seen Terry give praise to different players, managers. For example, I remember he was praising Luis Diaz. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't think it's John Terry. I'm just saying it can create, it's creating a discussion now. And that only feeds into all the larger platforms that will buy into that and try and twist it into something that it's not. And that's why I get pissed off. So that is what it is, yeah. Is what it is. What likes mine, guys, and please subscribe to the channel. It's very important, people. What are we on? Get me up to 300 likes, guys. Get me up to the 300 likes. Very important, guys. So yeah, there's a lot of platforms. They all talk shit. What can I say? There's not much more to say on that. You know, it is what it is. But I trust I trust Thomas Tuchel 100%. He's got my full backing, always has. But this is toxicity right now around the club just because of a loss. Wait till we all go and win against Leicester, right? And it all changes. If we lose, it gets even worse. That's just the way it is. But don't worry, Johnny Minerals is here. I will be here. My platform is here. It's not going anywhere. And I will be there to defend and back my gaffer and my team and all my players and all the supporters that are on the same page will be part of this platform. All the rest are all full of shit and they want to buy into all the nonsense. Then let them buy into it because it tells me everything about their fucking headspace and where they are and what they are as a supporter. Yeah. But I trust fully Thomas Tuchel 100%. Reactor kick-off new video. All right. So what I'll do tomorrow, guys, tomorrow I'll put a note of it. Kick-off video and Nini fraudster. Yeah. Let me know if you want me to do that tomorrow, and I'll do that tomorrow, people. 100%. Just let me know in the comments. Also, after the video, let me know in the comments. Give me your feedback. Let me know what's going on. I love your feedback. All your feedback I read, and I'll respond when I get the chance. So yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know. But yeah, I'll mud them two tomorrow. I'll mud them two. But let's not be hypocritical and let's not fucking come at the gaffer's throat just quite yet. All right. He's not open-minded. What fucking open-minded are you talking about? Have you not seen my mudding of him? Have you not seen him go on TalkSport? Have you not seen his underlying agenda against Thomas Tuchel? No, I disagree. Tactical analysis. The geezer wanted fucking, I've been told, wanted Tellez instead of Chilwell, although Lampard wanted it. I've been told, well, I know that he wanted Lukaku and he backed Lukaku, and we all know how that turned out. So what tactical analysis are you talking about there? You expect your whole fucking your manager to change his whole philosophy to suit one cement-booted fraud? No, that's not very good tactical analysis. That's piss poor. He came at Roman Abramovich. He comes at fucking the gaffer. I'm going to roast him tomorrow. I'm going to roast the other lot tomorrow as well. I've roasted Rory Jennings countless times. I've roasted fucking, what's his name? This Benson fella. So, yeah. Listen, if you want to buy into those fake plastic platforms, then that's down to you. But don't come on here dick riding for these people that talk shit on my platform. You're just trolling, bruv. You're trolling. They all talk shit. So, guys, big up to you all. Yeah. I'm 22 subs away from 3.2k, guys. This is massive. It's building and it's growing and I love it. And it's all down to you guys. Yeah. You're all proper land in the minerals, people. Yeah. Yeah, he's right. He's already a plastic sporting director. So listen, these guys seem to think they know so much about what the gaffer should and shouldn't do and blah blah blah. Listen, that's what I say. Big up Fahim in here, big up Georgie in here, big up all you guys, yeah. As always. So listen, keep like and subscribe. Obviously, I've got my membership scheme. Thank you to please become a member. That'd be great and help the channel grow. Also, leave your comments below after the video. Go and check out the latest video a couple of days ago as well. I'll be back tomorrow, people. I'll land the minerals, I assure you. Let me know in the comments what you'd like me to do, on either tomorrow's show or a future show. I'll take your feedback 100%. I'll take it, and I'll listen in. Yeah. Big up ROP FIFA. Lovely to see you in here, geezer. Lovely to see you in here, my geezer. We are growing, bruv. We are growing. But leave your comments down below. Like if you haven't liked. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And this was a great show. I properly enjoyed that. I properly enjoyed it. So, guys, let me know in the comments what you think, what you'd like me to do next. I'm going to do the kickoff tomorrow and mud that other plastic numpty, yeah, that wrong un. tomorrow as well. And we're going to have a good stream, 100%. And obviously all the breaking news that will come out, I will discuss that. But one thing for sure, back the gaffer, all right? Back the players, up Minerals Mount. Fuck all the Minerals Mount haters. Fuck all the Tuchel haters. I can't believe I'm saying that. Tuchel haters. Fuck them all. Yeah, let's have it right. Fuck all the big platforms for the campaign against Chelsea and all you brown envelopes. Yeah. Up the Chelsea. Up the Minerals FC. Big up to all you guys in here. Like and subscribe. You know what it is. Let's go. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. Minerals FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.